fight the world, I fight you, I fight myself, I fight God, just tell me how many burdens left. I fight pain and hurricanes, today I wept. I'm trying to fight back tears, flood on my doorsteps. Life and living hell, puddles of blood in the street, shooters on top of the building, government aid ain't relief. Earthquake, the body drop, the ground breaks, the poor run with smoke lungs and scarred face. Who need a hero? You need a hero, look in the mirror, there go your hero. Who on the front lines at ground zero? My heart don't skip a beat even when hard times bumps the needle. Mass destruction and mass corruption, the souls of suffering men, clutching on deaf ears again, rapture's coming. It's all prophecy, and if I gotta be sacrificed for the greater good, then that's what it gotta be.
You gon' pray for me, take my pain from me, save my soul for me, 'cause I'm alone to see if I won't die for you.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new stuff. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, 'cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper.
And welcome everybody to the Carolina Cast. It is week 5 of the NFL season as Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers travel all the way to Detroit to take on the 3-1 Lions. I'm Chris Verma alongside Sam Durham. And we do apologize earlier. Today we had the London game going on. I had some miscommunication and technical difficulties. So unfortunately, we could not finish that game for you all. It was a pretty good ending if you got to see it. But we will try our best to keep those games up and make sure we can stay away from any type of difficulty. So, Sam, I'm going to hand this over to you real quick, and then we're going to roll our hype stuff. What are you expecting from the Panthers today, and do you think they can get a win today?
All right. I think that with the Panthers, you need to come together and you need to say, hey, we're pretty much playing for fun at this point, okay? There's nothing that the Panthers are really playing for anymore, and I know it's only week 5, but you need to play as a team today. You need to go out there and just show more intensity than you have the past 4 weeks. You need to look like you won it. I'm looking for some road warriors today for the Panthers and some next man up mentality. There's a couple injuries on the defensive side of the ball, but a lot of people are saying the Lions are going to run away with this one. I don't think so with how banged up they are today, but you just got to play hard, and then I got to see more from the passing game. I mean, Jared Goff, he already has twice as many passing yards as Bryce Young does this season, but also Miles Sanders. I'm expecting a lot more from him too. So those guys, if they can do well, if that duo does well, then the Panthers can maybe get their first win of their NFL season.
I mean, yeah, it's already a plus and make the defense a little bit easier knowing that Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs are going to be out for today's contest. But on the defensive side of the ball for Carolina, no Dante Jackson, no J.C. Horn, no Xavier Woods. And we also saw some other guys getting inactive like Deion Jones. So there's a lot of missing players on the defensive side of the ball for the Lions. C.J. Gardner-Johnson's going to be out. Brian Branch is inactive, rookie out of Alabama. So there are some injuries, and we'll see how the Panthers prevail. So we're going to go on a break. When we come back, it is Week 5 NFL kickoff with the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions.
We on fire. Step up in the party, step up in the party high. We on fire. Right up to the party, right up to the party high. Hey. Welcome to the party. Hey. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Hey. waking up. Ride with my dogs, riding high when we pull up. Ride with my dogs, riding high when we pull up. When we ride, when we pull up. We be high when we pull up. Coupe with the top down, no cellar. Rocks on the watch now, I'ma get roof on fire. We ride, pull up in the tank, bout it. Get on some rock in the drop full of things. Get with a squad, 100 cars full of things. Yeah, I pull up with funny boy and chinchilla. Yeah, especially Montana, Philly, and Manila. Roof on fire, we be high like a will. Shorty back, talking MJ Thrill. Welcome to the bar, sipping on the air. Pull up in the rock, DJ bring it back. Fell in love with Sean, money like Shaq. Welcome to the party. 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 Burn up, let it burn. Burn up, let it burn. Burn up, let it burn. Burn up, let it burn.
I came from my body, color pop on my body. Welcome to the party, welcome by to catch your body. Put your minute shit, we don't give a fuck about it. Start a rhyme, I'm gonna start a rhyme. Welcome to the trap, got my grandma selling crack. I make what you making when you're sitting down just moving packs. Make up city jumping jacks like she was an acrobat. Hadley's looking at me crazy cause I got face hats. Ooh, drip, I can knock a wife up. Drop a million on my crib, now my pump is rich as shit. And I'm still at my probation, poker broken full of mixer. You just broken, you just hate it. All these diamonds on me skating, man, I do this every day. Spend 2,000 off some shades. I got 10 and lay your boyfriend broke his diamonds fake.
Welcome to the party. 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 Step up in the party. Step up in the party high.
Alrighty, we are back on the Carolina Cast, but this game is unable to be on the actual Carolina Cast channel. It looks like since we had technical difficulties earlier today, it's just going to be on Carolina Cast Live. So I'll have to check into that a little bit more, see what happened there earlier this morning. Our Bills Jaguars broadcast was cut short, but we're going to focus on today's game. So we're talking about the key inactives: Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameer Gibbs, and Brian Branch all injured. And the Panthers are going to get the football first. It's Jack Fox, punter for Detroit, will kick it away.
Yeah, and let's get a good kickoff return here. Luis Chenault going to return this one, it looks like, and we're underway.
Week 5 of the NFL season is underway on the Carolina Cast, and Chenault will take a knee in the end zone. The Panthers start from their own 25-yard line. As for foremost, I've never seen they show the defensive player first, but here comes Bryce Young. 5th game in the NFL. I mean, his passer rating struggled week 1, week 2, but in week 4, he looked a lot better. He had a 93 passer rating. He has improved game by game, and we're looking for some type of spark out of this offense today, Sam.
Yeah, and in the second half, they were pretty passive. That's why his rating ended up going pretty high. It was a lot of check downs, hoping for something more, and it looks like we get that with an empty backfield on the first play.
Yes, it is a 1st and 10. 2 receivers on both sides for Carolina. Young takes the snap, fires over the middle, and completes it for a solid gain. That's to Jonathan Mingo. So rookie to get things going. It'll be 2nd and short.
Love to see it right there. Hoping for more of those instead of the checkdowns. A good gain of about 7 or 8 yards right there. A great first play of the game.
It's going to be a 2nd and short for Carolina. Sanders struggled against Minnesota. He's in the backfield on a 2nd down and 2. Raheem Blackshear inactive, so it's going to be Sanders and Hubbard in the backfield. But Miles Sanders gets a good run right here, enough for a Carolina Panther 1st down.
And 2 good plays to start. We have seen the Panthers have had good first drives in their past few games, so not sure what to make out of this, but I like what I'm seeing so far.
If you take a look at Frank Reich, he is 0-4 to start his tenure with the Carolina Panthers. It's his first career 0-4 start, so definitely a unusual world for Frank Reich to live in after his head coaching tenure in Indy. So after Sanders picks up the first down, it is a new set of downs for the Panthers, as Hubbard now in the backfield. And they're going to play action, or now it's going to be a jet sweep to Chenault. He only get a few yards.
Not really liking the play right there. I know that we've been talking about Chenault being a wide back, but I feel like the production when it comes to rushing has just not been there yet, and the defense just read that one. Nobody fell for it at all.
Says Aiden Hutchinson able to get right past Tommy Tremble and into LaVisca Chenault. So it's a loss of 2 yards on the jet sweep. It is a 2nd and 12 for Carolina. 2 receivers lined up on the left. Young shotgun snap, looking to his right. Now rolling to his right, waving receivers around, fires it downfield, and just has to throw it away. Nothing is available for Bryce Young, and it's 3rd and 12.
And that is an example of what we have seen a lot. Just the play sort of blowing up and having to force Bryce Young to do something. He was unable to do anything right there. And now this Lions crowd getting into it on 3rd and 12.
Yeah, just nothing was available for Bryce Young downfield. Just really couldn't do anything. So now it's a 3rd and 12 for Carolina. Now it's Young's first incompletion of the day. Now moves down 1 for 2 to that 8-yard pass to Mingo. 3rd and 12, going to need at least 12 yards right here. Young in the shotgun. He's got time. Delivers over the middle, and his pass is caught for a first down to DJ Chark. It was a low pass, and the risk pays off as Chark makes the grab. Got to make sure here on replay doesn't touch the ground. I think that's a catch.
Yeah, and this is a revenge game for DJ Chark against the Lions. We saw Adam Thielen had one last week. We hope that Chark can have as good of a game as Thielen did last week, but a great catch right there.
Panthers going with tempo, and Young was just trying to sling it to Chenault. But not enough separation for Young to throw right at him. Instead, he throws it away. And now, so this play actually isn't a count. Dan Campbell is going to throw the challenge flag on that catch by DJ Chark. From our looks, looked like he caught that football. I can't really tell from there either.
From that angle, it looks like he tucks it into his chest, and when he's down, it looks like he catches the meat. The question is whether he lost control when he came down with it, but it looks like he didn't right there. But we'll see. So an interesting situation here. He got the challenge flag off just in time before the next play started.
I think we'll stay on here just since we just got this game rolling. I'll have to read more into what's going on with the Carolina cast right now because we've only had this happen once in the channel. We had some struggles going on with streaming, so I'll have to check in to see what's going on. I think I have a clue for what's going on, but I need to make sure. Either way, seeing from this first drive from Carolina, this has been a pretty solid first drive pending this play from Young to Chark.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, we've seen a lot of good first drives by the Panthers, so I'm not sure what to make out of this, but yeah, it's looking good so far.
I mean, yeah, we go back to the first drive in Atlanta. We got all the way down the field and decided to take a risk and go for it on Bryce Young's first ever drive. And that ended up not paying off. Panthers struggled the rest of the game. So it feels like these opening drive for Carolina, they need to punctuate more often. They need to get points on the board. If they're moving the ball this easily to start the game, they just lose all their momentum for the rest of it if they cannot get points on the board here. So this is a massive challenge by Dan Campbell in the Lions. From the two angles that we got, it looks like DJ Chark caught the football.
Absolutely. I mean, it looked like he tucked in his chest. I don't want to jinx anything, but I didn't even think that Campbell got the challenge flag off in time. I was kind of confused by that, but hopefully it ends up being good for the Panthers because it's 1st and 10 instead of 2nd and 10 now.
Correct. And yeah, all right, we'll see what the call is.
Based on the fact that Reich is looking at his card, so that's big because the Lions are going to lose one of their timeouts. So only 2 timeouts with 27 minutes to play. could come back to bite them, especially in the second half.
So already a good start for Bryce Young. He makes a big play to DJ Chark. The Panthers are now in Detroit territory here on opening drive.
And I mean, the Panthers, like we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, only team with no victories. But in the NFL, anything can happen, and I think that through this first drive, we've been seeing that so far.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for Carolina. It's play action. Young looking downfield, rolling to his left, and he's going to take off. Bryce Young, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. A late hit. Nothing will be called. I believe that's Chris Harris with the tackle, and it'll be 2nd and mid. But a good play by Young.
I mentioned this earlier. Well, I was thinking it earlier. I didn't say it, but Bryce Young only had 7 rushing attempts in his first 3 games. I felt like that was pretty low for a guy like him. And, I mean, yeah, they're going to have a price to pay if you run the football, but he should still be doing it a decent more amount than just 2 times per game. But I'm not sure he's going to want to run much more after that hit.
Yeah. I mean, for a small size like Bryce Young, the guys are definitely coming after him with big hits. It's a 2nd and 6. I saw a lot of early action. Nothing gets called, and Sanders gets a few yards before he's taken to the ground.
I think maybe at the line of scrimmage. I mean,
it looks like Aiden Hutchinson jumped a little early. I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't seen much from the Panthers' run game a lot. I mean, Chuba Hubbard looked like the lead back in last week's game, so we'll see how many touches he gets today, but just not looking all that good for Miles Sanders so far this season, I would say.
So it's a 3rd and 5 for Carolina. This is still a very long field goal for Eddie Pinheiro. His career long is 54 yards. They're at the Detroit 40-yard line. So a 3rd and 5. Young stepping up, rolling around, gets away, got to do something. Now fires it downfield, and it's incomplete. Kudos to Bryce Young getting the football out of his hands, not taking a sack. It's 4th down, and what do you do here if you're Carolina?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I thought that I maybe saw a few open guys down the right sideline. Chenault looked like he was pretty open. Could have got the ball out right there, but instead he tries to hold on to it, and just thankfully you throw it away. But now, could this be 4th down territory? I feel like the Panthers could be going for this.
Yes, and the offense is on the field. Reich tried this we were just talking about it at the commercial break. Reich tried this on his opening drive in week 1. It did not pay off. Carolina's 3 for 7 on 4th down this year. 4th and 5 for the Panthers. Young stepping up, and they're just trying to draw him off sides. That's what it looks like.
So, clearly not comfortable kicking the 57-yard field goal, so.
Yeah, they're just going to take the flag and move back. Yeah, it would have been a statement by Carolina try to snap the football there. They just try and draw Detroit offside, because that would be a 1st down. It's a 4th and 5. Unfortunately, not enough. So now Johnny Hekker is going to come out after a pretty solid drive by the Panthers offense. Hekker is going to have to boot this one away.
And 44.5 punt average this season. If you could get that right here, that would pin the Lions pretty deep.
You want to put the Lions back if you're taking that penalty to move back.
It looks like the Lions declined the penalty, which is a pretty smart move. So the ball is still going to be snapped from the 40, and
now it looks like a false start penalty is going to be called on. Okay, so this is
that may have been. I think that may have been intentional by the Panthers, and it was a smart move.
Yeah, the Panthers are really trying to move back. Yeah, Chandler.
So, yeah, he definitely did that on purpose, I would say, but.
So now this makes this punt a little bit more easier, you can say, as Hekker boots this one away. And Raymond's going to call a fair catch. And this ball is going to bounce inside the 20-yard line.
I kind of expected a little more than that from all that buildup, but.
Grugier Hill knocks it down at the 18. And here comes Jared Goff, traded here from the Los Angeles Rams in that Matthew Stafford trade, comes to Detroit. Almost led them to the postseason last year, but they have looked pretty good this year, starting off 3-1. Obviously not going to have his wide receiver run in Amon-Ra St. Brown, but the Panthers don't have their 2 starting cornerbacks, so we'll see how that turns out. Jamison Williams is active for the Lions today after serving his gambling suspension. So keep that in mind. Because his suspension started off with the first 6 weeks. It got cut down this week to 4, so officially made him active for this game against Carolina.
Yeah, and that could be a big impact player for them.
So we are going to go on a commercial break, a scoreless game, and the Lions get the football. When we come back, you're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We're back on the Carolina Cast. The Lions have the football, and it's a 1st down and 10. Jared Goff, 40 touchdowns since 2021, 3rd most in the NFL. It's a 1st and 10 play action to get things going, and Goff fires downfield and completes it for a 1st down and more. Tackle made by Frankie Louvu. It's Khalif Raymond with a lot of separation downfield and an easy pickup, about 15, 20 yards for Detroit.
So, yeah, 1st down right there, and that was Sam Franklin in coverage. It looked like a zone coverage for the Panthers, just nobody right there on Khalif Raymond. Not a great first defensive play at all.
A great start for Detroit. They're going with the tempo here. 1st and 10, I formation, another play action. Goff throws over the middle and completes it for another 1st down. 2 plays in, they're already in Carolina territory. That's Marvin Jones Jr. with the catch.
Yeah, I mean, we're no stranger to this type of thing when it comes to the Panthers and the first drive, really. I mean, we saw Minnesota work their way down the field until that pick 6 last week, but, you know, just 2 consecutive pretty easy completions.
Now running the football. This is where Carolina has been awful, and Montgomery bounces off a tackle to the outside and is going to take it to the house. 3 plays in, and the Detroit Lions are on the board for a touchdown. It's the first run of the game, and David Montgomery with the house call. 42-yard run for the score, and the Lions strike first.
Yeah, this could be a long game, Krish. I mean, 3 plays in, big touchdown right there for 40-plus yards, and just not what you want to see if you're a Carolina Panthers fan.
And the extra point by Patterson is right down the middle. So on the first run, we know how bad the run defense is. On the first run of the game, David Montgomery, a 42-yard rushing touchdown, and the Lions already lead the Panthers. 7-0 is your score. We'll be back after this.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper.
Well, welcome back to the Carolina cast. This has been a far from pretty start. Lions 3 plays, go all the way down the field, get into the end zone for a touchdown. Now Chenault on the return only gets it up to about the 18-yard line.
God.
So that makes things even better. And on David Montgomery's first run in the game, he scores a touchdown.
And he's the first Lions player with a rushing touchdown in each of the first 4 games of franchise history. And I have to say, we probably expected him to do well this season. Jamal Williams led the NFL in rushing touchdowns last year for the Lions. So clearly, in Dan Campbell's system, running backs are going to be able to get a lot of touchdowns. And people thought that Jahmyr Gibbs would be the lead running back one, but David Montgomery still clearly has a lot left in the tank for him.
Yeah, with Gibbs being out, it just gives him more time to shine. He proves it on his first run of the game. So now the Panthers offense right back at it on 1st and 10. Play action. Young rolling to his left, has 0 time in the pocket and has to throw it away. O-line collapses once again on Bryce Young.
So, yeah, few score updates from around the league. The Dolphins take a 7-0 lead. The Ravens take a 7-0 lead. And obviously that Lions touchdown was one of the bigger ones as well. So
now a 2nd and 10 for Carolina after the pocket collapses on Bryce Young. Has no time to do anything on the play action. Now he's switching some things around. Play clock is winding down.
Got to get something off here.
Run it with Sanders, and he'll pick up a yard on the ground before he's brought down. Jack Campbell.
I don't really understand what's going on with this offense. I feel like when we looked at this team on paper in the offseason, we saw a lot of talent on the board, but I mean, this is just a 1 year. There's no blocking at all for Miles Sanders. That run not his fault. The offensive line just not evident right there.
So now a 3rd and 8 for Carolina, on the verge of going 3 and out if they're unable to convert here. Play clock winding down once again. Hurst is lined up behind Thielen. Young shotgun snap, fires over the middle and completes it for a Carolina Panther first down. He completes it to Adam Thielen, who's been the only source of offense for Carolina since signing in free agency, and the Panthers moved the chains.
Those are the kind of high leverage throws, keeping your composure in the pocket and making a good play. That's what we've been needing to see from Bryce Young, and we see it right there. Just a little bit of a late reaction from the Lions, in coverage right there. No Brian Branch is obviously a big issue for this secondary. And Thielen moves the chains.
Now on 1st and 10, running the football with Hubbard. And he bounces his way for a few extra yards. Gain of maybe 3-4 from
I
Chuba
do
Hubbard.
wonder if Chuba Hubbard is going to be able to work his way to the running back one spot. I know that we talked about it last week, but I feel as if it could be a real possibility.
I mean, certainly just for the lack of production we've seen out of Miles Sanders, Hubbard has clearly looked solid. He's been on this team for a while.
Sanders going to get a chance here, though, it looks like.
And a 2nd and 7 for Carolina. They wave Mingo in motion. Another play action. Young dumps it short, and his pass is intercepted. It's picked off by Aiden Hutchinson. As I don't know who Bryce Young was throwing the football to, but Aiden Hutchinson is known for his big man interceptions, and the Lions are going to have the
that
ball
was just a short. That was a short pass right there on the flip. He tries to go for. It looked like it was
Ian Thomas
right there on the flip. We can see the replay right here. Play action. There was no opening at all. That was a very low IQ throw right there from Bryce Young. And I believe that is going to be his 3rd interception of his career.
I don't know who he's throwing the football to. I really don't know.
Aiden Hutchinson, I'm pretty sure that's his 2nd career interception. He finds a way to get one every season.
Lions get the ball. Montgomery, last time he ran it wasn't good. This time he only gets 5-6 yards, which is still a great gain.
Still 6 or 7 yards, I mean.
Yeah.
You know, I should have expected this. I mean, the Lions have a really good football team, and it is at Detroit, you know. I'm kind of surprised the Panthers were even able to beat them last season, but just really lopsided.
To toss to Montgomery, and fighting his way for extra yards. That should be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, as some score updates around the league again. Tyrann Mathieu gets the pick 6 off Mac Jones.
I mean, at this point, the Panthers really do look like the worst team in football.
Yeah, let alone the division. Now we're talking about the entire National Football League. I mean, you know, it was a slow start last season. The only difference is last year the Panthers were in a position where they were able to fire their head coach. This year, that is not the case. Play action here.
Goff fires over. The middle completes it. The tackle made by Sam Franklin. It'll be 2nd and goal for Detroit.
That's the difference between Jared Goff and Bryce Young right there. As you can see, Goff just able to just rifle one in. He makes his decisions quick. Bryce Young, if you hold onto the ball for more than 2 seconds in the NFL, you're usually not going to be able to get that many good passes off. But Bryce Young, he holds on to it for a while. And even on that Ian Thomas play, he held on just too long almost. So, 2nd and goal here.
Running the football with Montgomery, and he gets down to about the 4, where it will be 3rd and goal for Detroit.
I mean, Montgomery is still he's gotten more than 3 yards on every carry he's had today, so that alone is not a good stat. I mean, that's not even counting the 42-yard touchdown. The 3rd and goal here, if you can get a stop, get 3 points, that would shift a little bit of momentum towards the Panthers for sure.
You give up 1 right here, you're talking about it being already a 2-touchdown game. We're only 10 minutes into the contest. It's a 3rd and goal. They're going to run it quick. It's play action. Goff fires to the end zone, and it is caught for the Detroit touchdown. Off play action, Jared Goff finds Sam Laporta, and the rookie makes a catch for the touchdown, and the Lions extend their lead off the Panthers' turnover.
That was just a bad play right there by the Panthers. Defensive line showing no aggression or anticipation right there. They all fell for the run. And then Sam Franklin is really turning into a cornerback with the amount of receivers he's having to cover early at this point. And Lions had one of the better draft classes. I mean, Gibbs and Branch aren't even here today, but the rookie's still making a difference. Laporta gets in for the touchdown, and we're about 10 minutes in, and it's already 14-0.
And the extra point is good. So now Detroit already up 14-0 on the Panthers. They get a long rushing touchdown. Then Bryce Young throws that interception to Aiden Hutchinson. And the Lions on 3rd and goal get in the end zone for a touchdown. It's 14-0 Detroit. When we come back, you're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new stuff. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do nothing. Cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new stuff. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do nothing. Cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper.
All right, well, Panthers get the ball back now after giving up yet another touchdown. It's 14-0 Detroit. We're in the first quarter. Bryce Young already has an interception. You've already given up a 40-yard rushing touchdown.
I don't even think that was an interception. That looked like a pass to Aiden Hutchinson right there. So in the stat book, I would count that as a completed pass right there because it did end up going to the intended receiver. But I mean, that was probably the worst read I've seen of the season so far in any football game I've seen, high school level included. But it's a new drive. You're still going to be the guy who gets all the snaps, so let's get back in.
And Hubbard running the football, pick up a yard before he's brought down. Bugs with the tackle.
That didn't look that was a very discouraging first 10 minutes for the Panthers on both sides of the football. I feel like there was a little bit of optimism going in this game. You know, maybe those first 4 games, the team was just getting to know themselves. But it looks like someone was down on the field at the end of that play. I didn't really get a good look at it.
I'm trying to see who it is. If you want to compare some of the stats, Bryce Young is 3 for 7, 35 yards and an interception. Jared Goff is 4 for 4, 45 yards and a touchdown.
Well, Goff isn't having to do anything because they're just they are just at this point letting Josh Downs cook. Not Josh. Excuse me, I'm looking at my fantasy team. They're letting David Montgomery cook.
Chandler Zavala is down for the Carolina Panthers, their 4th round pick out of NC State. and he's
It's not
had
good
to
to
start
see.
for us just for how bad our offensive line position has been.
I
banged
was
up.
worried that it was like Hubbard for a second because I was like, I mean, it looked like he got up fine, but
Yeah.
as the Dolphins just fumbled the football. You know, this is a very awkward spot for a fan base because you would be rooting for the Panthers to get a draft pick, but obviously you don't have that, so
Correct.
wow, the Colts have lost 7 straight home games. I never knew that.
Man, this is just
Then again, they have 2 wins, so I can't really. Maybe they have 1 win. I don't even know.
I think they have 2. Who they beat? They beat I know they beat the Ravens. And they just signed back Jonathan Taylor, so we can call that another win.
Yeah, I mean, that team looks like they could be good for in a couple of years. I mean, Richardson has. I'm not saying he's going to be great, but I mean, he could be a little bit worse than Lamar, I feel like. So,
As Zavala went down to the ground there as we were looking at it on replay, he was not part of that collision at the end of the play. He was on the left side. He's had to start, and now we got
the entire team is on the field. I don't know what's going on here.
This might be really bad. Oh my goodness.
Every single player from both teams has made their way to the field now. Oh my.
Well, this doesn't look like an injury anymore. This looks like it didn't look as severe of a hit. I'll have to see what comes out of this. It looked like Zavala just kind of fell while going down. He was guarding on the left side for Hubbard.
That looked really devastating. This is one of those moments where this is bigger than football.
Kind of want to see a replay. I don't know if it was.
I don't know. This is like, I mean, this is just.
I don't know. I don't know if it's even an actual like injury anymore. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to jump to conclusions. It looked like I saw a stretcher on the field.
I saw a cart or something, almost like a mini ambulance. I mean,
yeah, there was a mini ambulance and a stretcher on the field. Both teams were gathering around Zavala.
He is not.
According
to reporters, he's not moved.
He's not moved. Zavala is if you want to know him a little bit better, Zavala is the 4th round pick out of NC State. Played alongside Akeem Ekwonu for a season with the Wolfpack. Drafted in the 4th round. Grew up as a Carolina Panthers fan, going to NC State University, being from the Carolinas.
I mean, this is just, ay.
And we'll find out right here. It looks like, yeah, they have a cart right there for him. Oh my goodness. There's a. Okay, now we're actually switching to a different football game.
We are switching to the Atlanta Falcons football game at this point.
This is how bad this is. They're showing a Desmond Ridder rushing touchdown.
Oh my, no. No.
Oh my God. Reich is on the field right there.
I mean, I know the moment that everybody is thinking of right now, but I mean,
We're
this
going
is
on.
just.
This is the third commercial break.
I think we may need to step aside here.
We're gonna go on one as well. Our prayers are with Chandler Zavala and his family at the moment. We'll find out more on the situation. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. And we're back here. Zavala, he does have his thumbs up. He's stretched off the field. There is movement.
That could have
Thank God.
gone really bad right there. I was worried that we had something much, much worse than that. It looks like we are ready to resume football here, but that looks like Chandler Zavala won't be joining us back anytime soon, unfortunately.
And I'll definitely be active on Twitter looking for any news about him as this pass is complete to Adam Thielen. Gain of good yardage, and it's going to be third and four.
I never really got a.
And now we have another one.
No.
Now we've got another one. Oh my gosh. We got another one. Holy cow.
I think Emmanuel Mosley may have just had a turf monster incident right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's the Achilles. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
You have to be serious. So we just lost.
Oh my goodness.
We just lost our offensive lineman on the Panthers to a gruesome injury, and now play later.
I'm going to be completely honest. This looks like it could be worse. I mean,
Zavala was
guarding the route.
We
see these on routes before. I mean, Dan Campbell's just not going to be able to make it, but.
Okay, he's being helped off the field. He's standing. He is limping to the sideline, so it didn't take as long as Zavala.
This one, we will see the update, of course. Thankfully, he can walk on his own strength, so I don't think it's an Achilles injury, but hopefully he'll be able to return later in this game based on the fact that he's walking on his own strength. I mean, this is just every play.
This is football. It's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, the Panthers going to get iced on this drive now. It's going to be a third and... Well, no, we're going to resume it. It's going to be a 3rd and 4. Mosley's going to get checked out. Mosley's going to get checked out in the tent. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, we've stayed away from football, but now hopefully
we got to get more. We got to get back to business here.
Empty backfield on 3rd and 4. Young fires to his left and completes it. It's Thielen again for another first down.
It's a great job right there by Bryce Young recognizing Adam Thielen was open. And now this secondary, no C.J. Gardner-Johnson, no Mosley, and no Brian Branch for the Detroit Lions.
It's a good play by Bryce Young.
So move the chains again.
Young fires, completes it. Thielen once again makes a move, gain of 5 yards. Or actually, maybe even more, a little bit more. It'll be 2nd and short. Another good play by Young, taking his time in the pocket and finding the open receiver. And we all know his favorite target has been Adam Thielen. It's been proven statistically as he creates separation again. Now on 2nd and 4 for Carolina. Sanders is in the backfield. They'll give it to him. Miles Sanders, plenty of room for a first down and more into Detroit territory. Breaks one more tackle. That could have been a house call, but a great run by Sanders.
Good blocking up the middle, which is something that we haven't seen in this Panthers O-line. I don't really know. You can maybe help me with some depth here. I don't know who is filling in for Zavala now.
Yeah, I'll have to see who they actually put in for him. There's a chance maybe they put in Cam Irving. As Young play action, he completes it. It's Jonathan Mingo, the rookie, gets a first down and more as the play action completely fakes out Detroit. And Young with a beautiful throw to Mingo. Panthers moving down the field. Slowly but steady. Here come the Carolina Panthers. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's another handoff. It's Sanders. And he'll get a few more yards, maybe 4 yards on the carry from Miles Sanders. 2nd and 6 for Carolina. And it looks like Sanders will check off the field. On comes Chuba Hubbard.
So Hubbard now going to come on the field. Interesting situation.
I'm surprised that...
I'm surprised Reich is calling plays.
Yeah, by now it should go to Thomas Brown, but it's a 2nd and 6. Flag comes in. Young completes it to Hurst. He's just shy.
Oh, turn around.
Marker.
I think Hurst is going to make a case that he crawled for the first down. I'm going to have to see a replay here.
Either way, there is a flag.
He was down short. The flag's probably going to be holding, so it's probably going to come back.
It's a false start on Carolina.
Same thing. Well, I guess it's maybe for more. I don't even know. But
no, a false start is 5 yards. Holding is 10 yards.
Well, at least it's not 10 yards then, I guess.
Okay, well, instead of it being a 2nd and 16 to a holding, it's a 2nd and 11. No play from Young to Hurst. And we're coming down to the final minute of action. We will try and get a word on Chandler Zavala and on Emmanuel Mosley. These both went down on back-to-back plays on this Carolina Panther drive. It's a 2nd and 11 for the Panthers. Trips left, 2 receivers on the right. Empty backfield. Young, shotgun snap. He's got time. Fires to his right and completes it to the backup tight end, Tommy Tremble, for a gain of good yards, and it'll be 3rd and short. But now another flag is down, and this one could be moving back even more.
So this drive, we usually see.
Oh no, it's illegal contact against the defense.
That could be big for the Panthers. It's going to be an automatic first down.
I'll have to see where this took place. It was illegal contact before the pass on Adam Thielen, and yeah, that's obvious. He pushed him right to the ground. That's on Jack Campbell, the rookie out of Iowa. And now the Panthers will be able to get maybe one more playoff here. It's a 1st and 10 for the Panthers, driving down the field just shy of the red zone at the Detroit 28-yard line. Sanders in the backfield, another shotgun snap. Young, he's got time, rolling to his left, waving receivers
around.
Got to
get something going. You got to get the ball out.
Fires it downfield, and it's out of bounds.
You got to get the ball out right there. I mean, you do not want to end the first quarter on a big sack or another turnover. It looks like this is going to be the final play.
Reporting. Hold on. So Chandler Zavala suffered a neck injury and is heading to the hospital, from what we have learned. So, yeah, that is definitely – I mean, he could have stopped breathing. That is terrible. As Young throws, completes it to Thielen, makes one man miss, and is fighting for the first down marker.
He got it. He got it.
It's going to be close.
They're not calling it a first down?
I mean, either way, we will go to the second quarter. It's going to be either third and short or a first down when we come back. But that is some news we just figured out about Chandler Zavala. It has been discovered as a neck injury, and he is currently heading to the hospital. He is in good spirits. He obviously gave that thumbs up, so he's conscious, heading off the football field. Just a very tragic injury, and we don't know how severe this neck injury could be. But we are going to go on a commercial break. It is the end of the first quarter, and the Panthers are driving down the field. So it's been a rough first quarter, but let's see if the Panthers can turn it around in the second. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way, and I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way, and I never had a job, you know.
We're back here for the second quarter. They're going to call him just short. Andy Dalton is in the football game for 3rd and 1, and they QB sneak it with him.
Did he get it in?
First down.
So the Panthers in the red zone now after that?
I think the whole issue is you didn't want Bryce Young to do the QB sneak, so they did it with Andy Dalton, and he gets the first down.
That is kind of depressing, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, all smiles from Bryce Young, knowing that he didn't have to go through all that big hits. Andy Dalton will do it for him. Great job by Andy right there, keeping the drive alive.
I mean, you gotta wonder if like the little bits and pieces of a 2-year contract.
I mean, if he's gonna get his QB sneaks, it's worked in the NFL. If you look at Jalen Hurts, that's useful. And now play clock winding down the next play, so now we gotta call timeout, guys.
Listen, you were on the sideline for about 5 minutes. You have to know what you're going to be doing when you go back on the football field. I mean, you can't be lollygagging around on the sideline if you're Bryce Young. And now we're going to look into C.J. Stroud.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go.
He already has 100 passing yards
right at Bryce Young. Yep, here comes Fox going right at Bryce Young. Here we go. It's already begun. Yep, okay, we get it. Mm-hmm. Where's
Hendon Hooker at? He was supposed to be better than Anthony Richardson, according to one website I saw earlier this morning. But He's
Bryce
somewhere
Young
in the
so far
building,
today,
probably.
8 for 13, 76 yards, and that careless interception to Aiden Hutchinson. But they've had way more time of possession and are yet down 14-0. Huh. Well, here we go. We're in the red zone. It's a fake toss and a jet sweep to Laviska Shenault. Shenault making guys miss inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for Carolina. I love this play call.
Maybe we can get a touchdown from Bryce Young.
Dude, what a play call. Oh, my goodness.
I mean,
okay, Reich,
great
I
play
see
call.
you.
Maybe Reich handed it off to Thomas Brown at the end of that first quarter. But
I mean, he cooked up something right there. That's a
this
great
game,
play call.
we were pretty pessimistic in the first quarter, but this game is not over yet for the Panthers.
Right.
There's still a lot of football left to be played.
There's only a
I know,
44%
I know you're probably getting flashbacks from the Panthers at Bengals game last year, but this has
Yes,
more
and Young throws to the end zone, and it is dropped.
that could have been intercepted.
Touchdown.
So
Domingo.
that was not a good throw. I'm going to be completely honest. He had a little bit of time, but that was almost picked off right there by the Lions. Some great coverage right there in the secondary.
Yeah.
So that could have been worse. That's my perspective at least. But
Maybe a little bit more. Lead him a little bit more to right. So now a 2nd and goal after they took a shot to the end zone, unable to get in. And now it's a sweep around to Shenault. He's got some blocks. Laviska Shenault down to the 1
down
yard
at the
line.
1 yard line.
And it's 3rd and goal for Carolina. Oh my goodness. He had some blocks. It looked like he was going to get in. And he stopped just short.
Maybe there's still some more wide back potential left. Clearly, this is what the Panthers saw that we were really confused about. It's this. A little upside right there.
Chenault's like, Shenault knows he should have had that.
Definitely should have been a touchdown.
And now they're running the hurry up here.
Quarterback.
Get up to the line quickly. Hubbard is the back. 3rd and goal at the 1 yard line. Play action. Young, end zone, touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young to Tommy Tremble for the Panthers touchdown.
Next man up mentality. I said it on the pregame show. Tommy Tremble, he is a 3rd string tight end right there. Play action. He is lined up as a blocker, but he just does a nice swim move to get by the lone defender. Carolina is in 4-6.
And I like the play action call. I know passing the ball at the 1 is not ideal, but just to fake him out, I think we're clearly running. And now the extra point by Pinheiro is good. And how about this? Some life out of the Carolina Panthers offense. Bryce Young, the touchdown to Tommy Tremble. And your Panthers are on the board. They trail by 7. We come back. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. I'm just that look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We pop Popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke. Look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. I'm just that. Look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper.
And we are back on the Carolina cast. There's Josh McCown, quarterbacks coach, talking
Yeah,
to Bryce Young.
I like that. I like that ticker right down there. That's something that we haven't seen a lot. This is great composure, but unfortunately, the Panthers still have to do something called play defense. And
Yes,
based
it's
on how
very
the Lions' first two drives went, I'm not sure exactly what to expect. But kickoff return here, and they're going to return it
to the 19-yard line. So good job by the special teams. And here comes Jared Goff.
Love to see it. We're going to get some more score updates. At least we're not the New York Giants. I mean, they do have a win, sure.
Well,
but
that's next week.
A-Chain,
That's next week, Sam.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad that I didn't get him in my waiver wire on fantasy. My opponent has him this week.
Same. I am pretty upset about that.
But that's just the problem when you're like me and you go 4-0. You're 8th in the waiver order every single week. So
I know these wins.
I got to figure out a way to lose some games, I guess.
So now a play action 1st and 10. Lions get the drive going, and it's jumped short to the tight end Laporta. It's Frankie Louvu with the tackle. And man, Frankie Louvu has just been all over the football field for Carolina this year. Me personally, Frankie Louvu has looked better than Brian Burns for Carolina's defense this year.
I mean, I haven't seen Brian Burns do anything today, so you could say that. But 2nd and 5, you got to walk in here because I'm assuming they're going to be running the football on this.
And this is not good. The camera's pointed right beneath David Montgomery. There's the toss. Can we hold him? And no, it's going to be a first down.
The thing is, I'm at home, and I know that they're running. I would hope that all 11 Panthers know that they're running as well, because these are all guys that should know more about football than I do. But, I mean, this is just blatantly obvious.
This is unbelievable.
David Montgomery may end up getting me 60 fantasy points today.
This is actually absurd.
He already has 62 yards and a touchdown.
So now a new set of downs, a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 29-yard line. Goff throwing to the sideline, and his pass is dropped by Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds, he's another guy, pretty diverse receiving core for this Lions football team.
But if you saw who was on the coverage, that's the guy that we've had a lot of controversy on, C.J. Henderson on the coverage, and that should have been caught. That should have been caught. Absolutely toasted.
He
dropped
got
it.
burnt.
Oh my gosh.
Campbell
knows it.
Turn the smoke alarms on at home, folks, because C.J. Henderson just got burnt.
Oh, there's a lot of movement. This looks like a free play.
Free
Goff
play.
goes downfield and he completes it.
Oh, wow.
First down to Reynolds on the other side of the field. That looked like a free play because looked like there was some movement on the defensive side of the football by Carolina. So
big momentum changer right there for the Lions. Free play, it doesn't matter. You can throw as many I don't think there's a single guy on the football field in a white jersey that could cover that play. I mean, you look at this right here. Goff keeping his composure. Burns unable to make anything happen. Jameson is just cooked right away. And Franklin tries to get there in time. He thankfully makes a tackle.
Okay.
But
MVP to Sam Franklin and Frankie Louvu.
Well, Franklin isn't even doing anything. He's just having the backup corners because they keep getting burned.
Exactly. And it's dropped again.
No, I think that was
folks.
I think that was a missed throw to Jameson Williams. I think he may have. He almost threw it too fast at him.
I don't think Jameson Williams was.
I think the bullet pass ended up going. No, that was. Oh wow, that was a clean drop. Wow, Jameson Williams. I'm not sure what he's been doing during these weeks. He's been suspended, but
I mean, he hasn't caught a real football in a while.
You got to catch that if you're wanting to play NFL football for a lifetime job.
And a 2nd and 10, throwing another slant to Jones.
So
It'll be
see,
just
the
shy of the
Lions are showing us that they could still pass the ball every play and still beat us as well. So that's really encouraging.
Yeah, they've had 20-plus points in 13 straight games, and they've been 11-3 since week 9. The good thing is, one of those 3 losses were by us, and Jared Goff has just looked incredible for the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, since week 9 of 2022, I don't know what sort of juice he had. I mean, almost like the secret stuff they drink at halftime in Space Jam. But Jared Goff has just turned himself into arguably a top 10 quarterback statistically.
And now Goff throws it downfield, and it is dropped again
Oh.
by Sam Laporta.
So I have to ask, is this going to be 4-down territory here for the Detroit Lions? I know Dan Campbell likes to be pretty aggressive. He had the first 4th down conversion.
I'd rather them kick the field goal.
I don't know, though. I mean, I would trust. I think that you could run the football and still get a 1st down here if you're the Lions. With all due respect.
And yup, the offense. Okay, we're gonna jump. I'm calling this. I know this team too well. We're gonna fall for this.
No, he's gonna get the snap off. They're actually gonna play it. Actually, no, they're not.
There's no way. Oh, they
they're
snapped it. Goff throws incomplete to Montgomery, and the Carolina Panthers make a stop on defense. It's Troy Hill who blows it up on Montgomery, and the Panthers get the ball back.
He should have thrown it earlier. He had him open for the first 2 seconds, but then he hesitated. And
what a play by Troy Hill!
If you add in the handicap for him, they're able to finally realize it. I don't think Troy Hill actually made a play on that. I think Montgomery let go of it before he was there. But great job. Now you're gonna get the football back. We can stay on here, but
yeah, I'm giving a lot of credit to Troy Hill, though, because even if Montgomery makes possession there, he comes in with that hit. He's not going to get that 1st down. What a play by Troy Hill.
We do have a little bit of a developing story. I've been watching the Steelers game here on Red Zone, and it looks like Jalen Warren may be moving up the ranks at that running back depth chart spot.
There's no shot.
Instead of Najee Harris, which...
Oh, my gosh.
Najee had an amazing rookie season, and I know that he regressed last year as Anthony Richardson has just suffered an injury in the 2nd quarter.
Oh, my God.
He's down on the field. He's looking like he could be an injury-prone prospect early at this point.
Oh, certainly. I mean, he's looked great. He's just super injury-prone. And then the Patriots.
I think Bailey Zappi may be given the keys to this offense pretty soon here.
This is outrageous. And look at that, the NFC South now. We know the Buccaneers are on bye week. The Falcons are playing the Texans, which currently they are winning by 1. We could use an Atlanta L today, and the Saints are going to get a dub. So that means New Orleans is going to move up to 3-2. Hopefully Atlanta falls to 2-3. And if Carolina gets a win today, that could move them back into the race. But obviously, this all depends on this game right now, because this is a massive game for the Panthers.
I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of really is. Out-of-town scoreboard, it's 21-0. Saints-Patriots, as we mentioned. The Saints also, they have the football somehow. Giants, no surprise, they're down 14-0. Falcons are up 7-6. That could be an interesting ending.
Yeah, I like that.
Not a lot of really good games at this 1 o'clock window. I'm going to be honest with you. The Ravens Steelers is kind of supposed to be the best game, but Pittsburgh is still not really that good of a team. So I know that they're 2-2.
Lions game has been pretty fun to watch.
I mean, I know that I can't be talking because we are the only team with those 0 wins, obviously. But
it's been kind of fun watching this game. Like, this is actually exciting.
So maybe the Panthers can get it. But we know that the Lions had a really bad defense last season. The Panthers ran all over them in their game in December against them. So I want to see more rushing yards this drive.
As we're going to get it. Oh, my goodness. The ball came out. It's recovered by Harris. Are you serious?
What did I expect? We were just praising the boys for coming up all the way to Michigan and playing some good football.
How? They're literally giving us the game right now. They're giving us a chance.
I don't know, dude. This is just
How is this possible?
Miles Sanders has fallen off a
Oh
cliff.
my goodness, that's clear as day out. Clear as day out. Blood wasn't even touched and the ball was out.
Taylor Moton and DJ Chark should have both recovered that ball as well.
Yeah, I don't think Miles Sanders was even touched before the football came out. That is unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
And now we got to go right back to, and now our defense has to save the day.
Rushing
once again.
touchdown. Guaranteed rushing touchdown in the first.
Well, they're in the I formation. It's play action, Goff, and he's going to dump it short. It's Montgomery going to get the yards on a receiving play, and he'll get right at the first down marker.
I don't know how these people let him fall in the waiver wire in my fantasy league, but David Montgomery, Miles Sanders, we signed him to a 3-year contract, so the money has already been paid.
Actually, no. 4 years, $25 million to Miles
4?
Sanders.
It was 4?
4 years, $25 million to Miles Sanders. And I thought that was a great signing.
Well, I mean,
did.
Look, this is a clear as day fumble, as we were just talking about. I'm watching the replay here, but DJ Chark did run right by the football in Miles Sanders.
And what a tackle!
Blown up
by CJ Henderson on Jamison Williams, and it's going to be third down for the Lions.
Williams does not look that good today. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, I was kind of expecting it. Hasn't
play action here
a while. Okay, that was kind of
assignment that should have kind of been blocked by the Lions. Kind of miscommunication.
Yeah, that was.
So
Goff
I don't know.
Giving that ball to him.
Are you anticipating the pass or the run here?
I honestly don't know, but all I know is something bad might happen.
That was like almost a jump right there.
It's 3rd and 3.
It was Gross Matos thought that he had
Panthers moving around. It is a run for Montgomery, and he did not get there. He is short. The Panthers defense sniffs out the run. It's 4th down, and already you did not convert on your last 4th down. This is a 4th and 1. You're coming off a turnover, and we all know Dan Campbell is not just going to settle for 3 points.
Oh, you are going for this, and I'm going to be honest. If Andy Dalton can get a QB sneak, I am sure that the goofball can as well.
Yep, they are lined up to go for this. It's 4th and 1, and I think this makes more sense than the last 4th down that they went for.
So Montgomery's lined up in the backfield here. This is either going to be a play action pass or an HB dive.
And it's a toss to Montgomery. Can they get out there? No, they can't. It's a 1st down for Detroit. They had enough blocks.
Yeah, Krish, I don't remember David Montgomery being this good when he did play for the Chicago Bears. I'm not sure if you do.
Well, Sam, he played for the Chicago Bears. Let's repeat that again.
Yeah, but Khalil Herbert's still doing well this season, so.
That's true. I mean, it was fun to talk to at
It's not fun to. I can't. Also Anthony Richardson has just left the game. Looks like a shoulder injury.
Now an I formation, 1st down after they convert on 4th down. It's another run for Montgomery, and he'll pick up a yard or 2.
He still is able to get 2 yards on practically every rush he has.
Where's this Miles Sanders? I mean, even just 3-4 yards.
No, I thought that going into the season, I kind of tried hinting it towards some stuff that I said on talk shows and stuff. I was expecting Miles Sanders to be the best player on the Panthers this season.
Yeah, that's turned out to be Adam Thielen, on offense at least.
So 2nd and 8 now.
Panthers are showing the blitz. It's another run for Montgomery, and he gets another yard. That's it. And it's 3rd and 7. This is a passing play. Yatir Gross-Matos is there to blow it up.
Yeah, the Lions they've been hesitant throwing the football with no Amon-Ra St. Brown, which I can relate to, obviously. If we had no Adam Thielen, then we probably wouldn't pass it all. So
that's facts.
You know, I did kind
Miles
of say
Sanders is bummed out right now.
I did kind of say during the entire offseason that the Panthers needed to go out and get DeAndre Hopkins, which I still think that they should have.
I don't know why we did not sign DeAndre Hopkins.
Maybe that's for the post-game show. As they got
it's a 3rd and 6. It's going to be a short pass to Montgomery, and he's somehow going to get the 1st down.
You know what? Let's just let Montgomery play quarterback. You know, he's doing everything. Let's just give him the ball. Let's put him wildcat formation every play, and let's let him play quarterback. Because I said this earlier, I was joking when I said he may score 60 fantasy points today. Now I'm not joking when I say that. Look at the snapshot that right there. If Montgomery turned on the Jets, that could have been a touchdown.
I don't know.
And it's not going to get any easier next week. The Dolphins are already up like 21-3 right now on the G, man. The
And
Giants
now the
have the
Lions
victory.
Back in the red zone, they fake the toss
Oh,
and
wow.
throw it to Raymond, and he is
Down. He's down.
short.
Okay, so
Down
short
at
the
the
1
goal
yard
line.
line. Like that
First
does
and goal.
anything. At this point, I'm just rooting for Montgomery to get a rushing touchdown for me, but that was a pretty creative play call. As you're going to see down here, the one CJ Henderson
Yeah,
able
just
to
short.
block out the end zone. He's had an okay game. I know we were making fun of him for getting toasted on that one slant route, but he's actually still played pretty well today.
Well, this might be a run for Montgomery. He's waiting, or maybe they keep
This looks like
receivers.
this
We'll
is the
see.
same formation they did the toss with on 4th down.
It is a toss. Montgomery's got room, and no, he will not get there. Oh, and Sam Franklin's helmet comes off. He's fired up.
Yeah. Usually when I'm able to tell what the play call is back at home, the Panthers are also able to tell what the play call is as well.
And they did. They actually got it. They got it done.
The run, I'm pretty sure that's Laporta who cut that. That kind of gave it away.
That could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, it
really
easily could have.
I don't know. Montgomery cut wrong. That should have been. Yeah, and he's coming off the field. So
He needs a breather.
Yeah.
I don't know who the backup running back is, but I'm pretty sure. I guess I'll find out after he scores this touchdown.
No, he won't. It's a play action Goff. End zone. Back of the end zone. I don't think that's caught. And
That I don't think he got his feet in.
no signal. Hold up. Let's see it again.
See,
Catch.
one.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
And he's in.
How did he catch that? It's Josh Reynolds with the touchdown.
So Henderson gives up another touchdown. No surprise there.
And Miles Sanders knows it. He knows that was him. Are you serious? I don't know how he caught that football. From live time, I did not think he caught that. Extra point is drilled, and it is 21-7. The Lions we were just talking about it, in the last 13 games, they have scored at least 20-plus points in every single game. They already
Anthony
have
Richardson, we
20+
heard, has a
points.
shoulder and he's questionable.
This is
So-
unbelievable.
The Lions offense could go for 50 today. I don't know. It's definitely in reach.
This is definitely the worst defensive game the Panthers have had in a while. Just where I usually think it's the offense fault, which, I mean, that's part of it. They set up this score. I mean, our offense is good at setting up scores for other teams than ourselves. So I still don't know how he caught that football. What a catch, man. That's still CJ Henderson. At the end of the day, CJ Henderson, what are you doing? I don't understand. I don't understand this at all. So Reynolds gets in for the touchdown. The Lions now lead 21-7. So now we got 4 minutes to go. Panthers have 2 timeouts, and Shenault is going to return this out of the end zone. Shenault going to his left, and he's going to get it up to about the 23, 24-yard line. So here comes Bryce Young and the Panthers. Can they set up an offensive drive before the half? The Lions do get the football to start the second half, which makes things even worse just looking at this scoreboard. But Carolina needs to respond on this drive to at least give them a chance in the second half of this game. So 1st and 10 for Carolina, 3:43 to go in the first half. Bryce Young, 9 for 15, 77 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. 2 receivers on the right, Mingo on the left, and Hubbard in the backfield. The only winless team And the NFL takes the field looking for their first. 1st and 10. Young takes a shotgun snap, fires it downfield, and it is intercepted once again. Second interception thrown by Bryce Young today. Here they come on the return down the sideline, and he gets right back to where the line of scrimmage was. Tackle made by Cade Mays. It's the second pick of the game by Bryce Young, and the Lions take over.
So sorry, Chris, I was kind of gone. I heard you yell Bryce Young interception. So, third turnover of the game for the Panthers. They've given up 3 touchdowns, so those both correspond with each other.
It is picked off by Jacobs.
I'm assuming 3 touchdowns is about to become 4, but
he was trying to get it to Mingo. Did not see Jerry Jacobs at all. I don't know what you're doing, man. I think I've seen Bryce Young say, yeah, it's fine, at least 20 times. Here comes an end around. Flea flicker. Firing. End zone. Caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta is wide open. And Dan Campbell just said, frick you to the Panthers on the sideline. And just the craziest play call I've ever seen. A full-on flea flicker getting everybody involved for the touchdown. And the Lions could pretty much mercy rule this game.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier the Bengals versus Panthers game last year. This is starting to give me a lot of
remind me of that.
This is starting to give me a lot of Tayshaun feel. I guess the only difference is I will not be leaving at halftime this time. But yeah, the interception. I just rewatched the replay of it. It was not a good interception for sure. Definitely was Bryce's fault.
Wow. Yeah, look at this. Montgomery, Williams, Goff, Laporta. What kind of freaking screw you, Frank Wright play call is this by Campbell's just trying to prove he's the better coach on this play. That's all this was. I'm not surprised.
He didn't need to prove he was the better coach. I mean, at least to me, maybe there's one person out there who thinks that.
There's that interception. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't go for 2 just to shove it in our face.
Have we got an extra point yet, or?
I think so.
So 28-7
I just haven't looked at the scoreboard because I don't want to make the score look worse.
Chris, there's been a lot of events going on. Maybe it's time for a commercial break.
No, the ball's
coming out. Wow. The main broadcast is staying on.
Yeah, this guy's fired up. He's happy he chose the right game to go to.
Oh my goodness! Wow. This is the Detroit Lions. This is the Lions we're talking about. This isn't some amazing franchise.
Well, compared to us, they look like.
Come on, Chanel. Let's get a good return here.
Chanel, he gets a good return down the sideline. No flags. No flags up to the 32. All right, we'll check out our scoreboard real quick.
Okay, 3:15, 2 timeouts.
It's a pretty crazy scoreboard right
there. I feel like Dan Campbell's kind of making the Lions turn into the Memphis Grizzlies, which I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah, if you're hunting us, he said, we will be on your front porch. So I am just not – I don't even want to look at Dan Campbell right now. I don't know what
Dan Campbell came a long way. Okay, Dan Campbell is a perfect example of what Matt Rule could have became. Okay, the first year he went like 1-15 or something. He won like no games. But the year after – he became a really decent coach, and now this year he's going to win the NFC North. Hayden Hurst, move for the first down. Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's get at least
the jump thing. Okay, he doesn't. Usually after his first catch, he does like his crazy jump celebration.
Yeah, he did that last week against the Vikings.
It was so funny.
It was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Let's hurry up though. Come on now.
I don't know what Jonathan Mingo here. It's Hubbard on the carry. He picks up the first down.
Interesting right there. Hubbard looking like he could become the running back 1 for the Panthers.
I mean, with the scoreboard, why not you just go ahead and test it out?
At this point.
Sanders is still sitting on the bench.
The good
another
news is
touchdown.
that CJ Stroud is not beating the Falcons, and that would be their first cut. That would be both of their first common opponent. So
As Young fires over the middle, that's a dime to Adam Thielen. Off to the races and out of bounds, or no, they're going to keep the clock rolling. Just shy of the red zone. Definitely the best play of the game from Bryce Young to Adam Thielen.
2-minute warning action right here.
So 2-minute warning. Can the Panthers get in the end zone? They're going to need it. There was that touchdown. Young threw his second interception of the day. And then the Lions called an amazing play call for another one. Dan Campbell staring down Frank Reich. 28-7 is your score at the 2-minute warning. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. It's been a catastrophe.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. I'm the step that look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told her like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper.
Here we go.
Chris, last week the Broncos came back from down 28-7. I think the Panthers can as well.
Young completes it to Hayden Hurst for a gain of a few yards, just shy of the red zone. And if that is possible, that was the Broncos taking down the Chicago Bears. And the Panthers have to take on or beat a Lions team that has been great, at least to recent memory. And I guess we're just going to waste time like we did.
Yeah, we're not really
week 4.
We're not really showing much urgency to hurry up here, it looks like, which maybe they're just trying to not give the Lions the ball back. But then you would be down 35-14 at halftime, right? You know.
Well, I don't know if
I
it
would
would be 14 points.
I would watch out for an interception right here.
As Young, taking his time, fires it to Chenault. He makes a nice move, stays on his feet, and did all that just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe pick
that
up
was the most. I would rather throw the ball out of bounds than make that pass right there. I mean,
that really just wasted a lot of time.
That ball was about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Feels as if every play the Panthers
now the clock
lucky.
Just continues to run. You're run. Oh my!
And it's getting loud here in Detroit. I mean,
and do you really kick a field goal? Like, come on, guys.
I think you got to go for it.
Clock keeps winding down. Young is waving the guys around, and here comes the timeout. We wasted at least an entire full minute of football just goofing around.
This is the exact same thing we did last week against the Vikings. We're just going to kick a field goal. Oh, wow. Tua threw a pick. Oh, my. Pick 6.
Oh yeah, the Giants have a chance. Good job for the
Wow.
Giants. I feel good for them.
At least they're playing competitive football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking around the league, I don't see any
hold
other
your
game that's 28 to
hold your
7.
horses because the Dolphins just made a field goal to go up 17-10.
Oh. Well, but it's halftime.
It's halftime. Maybe hopefully the Giants get the ball first. Unlike us, we kick it off. We defer to begin the second half. Oh my, that is really bad. Wow.
It's a 3rd and 6 for Carolina.
Come on.
Young, shotgun snap, running out of time, firing it in the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Oh, I thought we had. Oh,
There's
the
a flag.
It's a flag.
Flag. Tremble
Pass
dropped the ball
interference.
for a touchdown. Would have been his second on the day, but the penalties
be
come
honest.
in, and it's holding. That doesn't help, ref. Refs will never call pass interference for the Panthers. They'll only call holding. That does not help. That's not going to put us at the 2-yard line.
It's on Jerry Jacobs.
That's the guy who got the interception on Bryce Young, his second pick.
One of the 2 interceptions. The other was Aiden Hutchinson for not to confuse anyone at home. The Texans just took the league on the Falcons. And,
they called a holding on that? Okay. They didn't even call holding on Tremble.
Let's get something going here.
I hate when he always has to do that.
Get
Young,
the ball off.
don't take a sack. Don't take a sack. End zone. Thielen. No. And Thielen almost threw his.
Thielen's going to do the thing where he starts thinking that it's Thielen versus the refs again. He always.
He did that last week at the end of the game.
He did that at the end of the game.
It was so funny. He ran onto the field.
Oh,
like, this is not right. Oh, you got to catch that if you're It's so funny.
There was no penalty right there. That was the cleanest defense I've seen all day. If it was offensive PI, he pushed off on him at the end.
It's so funny.
His face is fuming pink now.
And I have no clue what just happened. That is
it glitched out for me. I'm gonna get the play. I'm gonna get the play on red zone here. Don't worry. So that was 2nd and 10. Timing. Young steps back, throws, and it is incomplete to a diving Thielen. That will bring up 3rd and 10.
All right, fixed it. That has never happened to me before, so I do apologize.
There's 17 seconds left. Hoping to not settle for a field goal here. Is this 4-down territory? At this point, I would go for it on 4th down.
We all know what Reich would kick a field goal. I'm surprised Miles Sanders even allowed on the football field.
Well, if you're not going to run the football, then there's no point in having Miles Sanders on the field.
Oh, Bryce, get out of there, buddy. All right, he did.
You got to throw it somewhere.
Get out of there.
Oh.
Rose. Oh, DJ, you're right there. What are you doing?
That was well out of bounds. I'm lucky that we didn't get sacked right there, honestly, because then we would have been out of field goal range. And yeah,
or out of go for it range. If you can stay on the field here. You got a time. Oh my gosh!
And out comes the field goal unit. I honestly hope Pinheiro misses this field goal. I wanted to teach Reich a lesson that we should be going for it.
I think there's a better chance Pinheiro misses the field goal. Well, no, there's a better chance we would have gotten a 1st down than Pinheiro makes this field goal.
We would not have.
It's not right for this.
All right, 33-yard attempt.
No, we're not looking at the thing on the left. Pinheiro got it.
Nice.
We needed that.
So let's just squib kick it, and then we'll head to halftime.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know how much I trust the squib kick.
Nice one right there, 28-10. I know that I'm looking at this broadcast crew. Daryl Johnson looks pretty bored right now, Krish. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I really don't blame him. I mean, he's won 3 Super Bowls, and he knows that neither of these teams are going to get one anytime soon.
So every game is pretty much at halftime now. Every other game besides this one and the Saints game are 1-score games. So
yeah, I'm just gonna go and put up halftime.
Yeah. Well, Chris, hold your horses. They could get a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Oh, I was well aware of that. I don't want to keep changing this scoreboard. I've already changed it enough today.
That's true.
And I know the Lions get the ball a second. All right. Assuming they don't
Oh my God, why did we kick it in the no?
Oh shoot, we just kicked the ball. Oh my God, we gave them a chance.
We
just gave them a chance to do something.
It's almost as bad of a coaching mistake as the Miami game against Georgia Tech yesterday.
Oh my gosh, I was watching that live too.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, they took a knee. Yay.
Okay, so halftime show coming up next, and 20-10 is your score. Yeah.
We'll see you all in just a moment. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Carolina Cast. As I'm Matthew Sadek here for the halftime show. The Carolina Panthers down 28-10 here against the Detroit Lions. A horrible first half as Bryce Young has already thrown 2 interceptions to start this game off. Jared Goff, 33 passing touchdowns, 1 to David Montgomery, and then 2 to the rookie tight end Sam Laporta. And just the Carolina Panthers defense is horrible. The offense is horrible also. This team just is not going well. And we know that trade that they made involving Bryce Young has just went since at the start I thought it was bad, and every single week it gets worse. CJ Stroud's doing well, and Bryce Young just isn't doing well. But maybe he can turn things around in Carolina. But an 0-4 start is not good, and it's about to be 0-5 unless the Panthers start doing a lot better in the second half. Adam Thielen's playing solid. He has 6 receptions for 67 yards. Miles Sanders not really doing much. He does have 6 carries for 24 yards. So nothing crazy for the Panthers. The defense, nothing crazy. Sam Franklin with 5 solo tackles. That's pretty solid. CJ Henderson did have 1 tackle for loss. But other than that, nothing's going too well for this Panthers team. So 28-10, still yet to really get something going. For in all 4 of these games so far, the Panthers have just pretty much sold the bag. And this division, they're pretty much out of the race because the Saints are 2-2, the Falcons are 2-2, and the Bucks are 3-1, and the Panthers are 0-4, as we know. And now we're going to talk about some other NFL games as we start off Texans versus Falcons. The Houston Texans with rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud, who I think is better than Bryce Young as of now. He has 173 passing yards. He's playing very well. And Texans are up 9-7 in a really good game. So, of course, here on the Carolina Cast, we want the Falcons to lose this football game because that's just better for the division. And the Panthers still have a chance at winning the division if we just get hot. But it's probably not going to happen. But you never know. We're in one of the worst divisions in the NFL. And last year, it pretty much almost happened because the Panthers somehow almost won the division if they didn't lose that game to the Buccaneers late in the season. Bijan Robinson not playing crazy today, as we've seen the past couple weeks. He's had insane games so far today, nothing crazy. But Kyle Pitts, of course, I didn't start him in fantasy this week, and now he's playing solid, better than most weeks, because he has 3 receptions for 39 yards. So Texans, Falcons, 9-7. Texans are leading right now. And, of course, next you got the Titans and the Colts. We're already 2 minutes into the third quarter in that game. Titans are actually up 13-10. These are both 2-2 teams. So that whole AFC South division, before the Jaguars got the win, were 2-2. Now Jaguars, of course, 3-2. And Titans with the ball, they're up 13-10. Anthony Richardson's not playing too crazy right now, but Zach Moss is playing very good. And Jonathan Taylor kind of non-existent. And Josh Downs also has 82 receiving yards, which is very solid. DeAndre Hopkins, 4 receptions for 70 receiving yards. And another rookie running back, Tajay Spears, with 6 carries for 30 yards and a touchdown. So that's a solid game for him. Now we go to the Giants and the Dolphins. So the Miami Dolphins, first 3 weeks, had pretty much the best offense in the NFL. And now in week 4 against the Bills, didn't do too well. They got their first loss. Now the Bills are 3-2, so the Dolphins can regain the division lead if they win today against the Giants. And at the half, they're up 17-10. Tua, 200 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. But the main part of this Dolphins offense, Tyreek Hill, 5 receptions, 102 yards. But the rookie running back, Devin Achane, with 5 carries for 117 rushing yards and a touchdown. He's just been incredible this whole season, pretty much unstoppable. And then we got Saints versus Patriots as kind of a blowout as we expected. Carolina Panthers division rivals. New Orleans Saints, they're 2-2. They're beating the Patriots 21-0 right now. Just absolute dominance. And Alvin Kamara with 1 touchdown, 11 carries for 42 yards. Derek Carr playing solid with 140 passing yards and 1 touchdown. And nothing you could really do. The Patriots just aren't good. And nobody can help that. And the Saints are going to get a big win here. Pretty easy dub for them. And then last but not least, my Pittsburgh Steelers. Right now, Steelers are losing 10-3. Ravens do have the football as I have that game on my TV. And Lamar Jackson has the most rushing yards and most passing yards. Of course, passing yards. But he does have the most rushing yards on this Ravens team. He thrown to Zay Flowers. And Zay Flowers has 4 receptions this game for 54 yards. And then Kenny Pickett had a couple nice throws to George Pickens for his 32 yards. And Steelers offense just not good, as we know. Their defense somehow makes these games close, but usually the Steelers just lose these games barely. But I still am optimistic. I think the Steelers are going to come back and win this game by a field goal. And that's an update around the NFL, as after this halftime show, we will have Panthers versus Lions the second half. Maybe our Carolina Panthers can have a better half. I'm Matthew Sadek signing out from the halftime show.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way, and I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way, and I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way, and I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper.
We on fire.
Step up in the party high.
We on fire.
Right up to the party high. Hey. Welcome to the party. Hey. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Hey. Welcome to the party. Hit 'em up, huh? Get 'em up, huh? Put 'em up, huh? We waking up, high with my dogs, riding high when we pull up. Ride with my dogs, riding high when we pull up. When we ride, when we pull up. We be high when we pull up. Coupe with the top down, no seller. Rocks on the watch now, I'ma get roof on fire. We ride, pull up in the tank, bout it, Get on some rock in the drop full of things. Get with a squad, 100 cars full of things. Yeah, I pull up with funny boy and chinchilla. Yeah, fresh in Montana, Philly, and Manila. Roof on fire, we be high like a willow. Shorty bad talking MJ Thriller. Welcome to the party, sipping on the hat. Pull up in the rock, DJ bring it back. Fell in love with Sean, money like Shaq. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
And we are back on the Carolina cast for the second half of this game between the Panthers and the Lions. Detroit's going to get the football to start the second half. So, Sam, Our defense has been terrible. Our offense has been barely awake. It sounds
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I think the Panthers still have a great shot of winning this football game, okay? Listen, the Denver Broncos, they came back from down 28-7. There's no reason why this Panthers team shouldn't get a good first drive here. Just get a stop, and I guarantee this is going to become a game again.
Goff throws and his pass is incomplete. He's trying to get it to David Montgomery. Good pressure brought by Carolina. I did just see Frank Reich having a quick discussion with our offensive coordinator, Thomas Brown. Maybe he just handed over some papers to him. I'm not sure.
Well, listen, right now we got to focus on this defensive side of the ball. Okay, they don't have Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jahmyr Gibbs, so if we give up 50 points, that would be pretty embarrassing. So let's go out and play some good defense now.
All right, it's a 2nd and 10 for Detroit. And it's a handoff to the left side. Montgomery's got nowhere to go. A beautiful tackle.
Nice.
Gross Matos brings Montgomery to the ground, and it's going to be 3rd down for Detroit.
Lovely right there. Lovely. Just breaking through the offensive lineman, just swimming through it, just like the Panthers have swim through the first 4 weeks of this season. Right now, got focus. It's an entirely new season starting now. You're 0-0, 3rd and 8. Let's bring the pressure here to Jared Goff. Let's make him make a play. All right. If I see one more of my defenders get thrown in a toaster, then I'm going to take a 2-minute timeout from this live stream.
Camera point at Brian Burns right there. He's going to bring pressure on 3rd and 8.
Nice.
Goff fires
Nice.
over the middle and completes it.
No.
Detroit first down to Sam Laporta.
Come on.
Yes.
That was a fluke right there, up the middle. A bullet pass on the quick slant. Let's take another look at this right here. Sam Laporta. Jeremy Chin was just a little late up there. He was a little slow on that one. He couldn't really quite adjust to that play right there. But it's a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs. Let's keep it going. It looks like the Panthers are only going to put 3 in that box right there. So if this is a run, it could go downhill.
Yes, play action. Goff throws his pass is complete. And this will go for a few yards.
That is what I refer to as the box. It is that area between the cornerbacks and the defensive line. And there was only 3 people right there. And Sam Laporta just ran right there on the play action pass, a bullet pass that hit him right at the letters. And excuse me, the numbers, my bad. But it's a 2nd and 1 now. And listen, this is a down the Lions could honestly throw a deep ball to James Williams. I know he's out there.
They're going to run it with Montgomery.
It's going to
do that.
run it.
Be a first down in Carolina territory.
I've been trying to come up with analogies for this Panthers defense, and that is the only one that I can come up with is a donut, and that is that it's pretty well-rounded, but there's always a hole in the middle of it. And that is what always happens with this Panthers defense. There is nobody up the middle that is capable of stopping a run. I mean, I want David Montgomery to get me fantasy points, but I want this team to win the game a lot more. So, can we maybe turn it up here? There's no energy being brought at all by this team.
Here comes Brian Burns on the blind side. Can't get to Goff. Now can they get it to him? Barely gets the pass off, and it is...
Was that caught?
Incomplete.
Brian Burns should have been a sack right there. That should have been... I don't know what the...
I don't know what that was.
Right there.
Brian Burns.
Spider-Man, he should have got that right there, okay? He keeps asking...
Nick Thurman almost got him, too.
He keeps asking, for all this money and this new contract, but you have to get a sack right there if you want that. Currently, Chris, I think as we speak, I'm pretty sure Brian Burns has 0 tackles and 0 sacks today. Is that true?
He does not have a single sack. I'll have to check his stats in a moment. It's a 2nd and 10. Goff hands it off. Montgomery. And he's going to be just shy of the marker. It'll be 3rd and short for Detroit.
So 3rd and short. It looks like they're just going to keep running the football.
I mean, yeah.
And
why not?
Look for the deep shot right here, I would say.
And the Panthers were there, just could not bring down Montgomery.
So
3rd and 2. Detroit is...
It looks like Khalif Raymond, and I don't even know who that is on the other side, which is probably in a good sign because it means the Panthers probably didn't scout him, so...
And they're just going to run the football. Montgomery did not get there. He is short. Frankie Louvu, once again, we've said his name a lot this year, makes another massive tackle, and it's going to be 4th and short for Detroit. Yeah, so it was Louvu. He pretty much made the entire play. And then C.J. Henderson was there, but that was all Frankie Louvu. So now it's 4th and 1. And
that looks
Lions
like Dan Campbell is going to keep his offense on the field here, and David Montgomery's in the backfield. So Panthers, they're crowding.
Oh my gosh!
No. I was going to say they were crowding that inside box. If that was a pass play, it would have been an automatic touchdown because they were sending about 7 guys right there inside of the pocket, really. But that was just an unforced
I knew
error right there.
Nope, I knew it. I mean, he'd fall for it.
You know, this is one of those things where I feel like you would rather be late than early on that type of thing because if you're early, then it's going to be called an automatic first down. And, you know, Chris, this is a little off topic, but I sometimes really wonder what this team does during their practices because I feel like they don't really practice jumping on false starts or pass coverage. So I always get confused when I think of that, but that's besides the point. Some good run defense right there.
Massive hit on Montgomery by Louvu. That's the 3rd time Detroit's gone for it on 4th down, and they converted once again.
So 2nd down now.
Yeah, I just honestly can't believe this at all.
Yeah,
It's a 2nd and 6.
This is just, it's just a gaping hole when it comes to the run defense, and it's going to be shown here again because I think that they are going to, well, no, there's the fake jet sweep. This time they run it again.
And this time it's going to go nowhere. It was Derek
Good
Brown
job.
with the initial hit, and then DJ Johnson gets in there, our 3rd-round pick out of Oregon, and it's going to be 3rd down for Detroit.
So 3rd and 6 here. And the Panthers are kind of finding. Oh, never mind. I'm going to hold that sentence right there. It looks like we have somebody down on the field.
Camera pointed at Bryce Young. I could not see who was down. Either way, this game has been filled with so many unfortunate injuries. It is.
I want to say this game has been filled with a lot of ups and downs, but it's kind of been mostly downs.
For Carolina, at least.
Yeah, but I mean, this is just I mean, we aren't even thinking about the Chandler Zavala injury, which should be one of the top 3 topics of this broadcast.
Yeah, Zavala. All we know is that he's in the hospital right now, being further evaluated. And now I don't even know who's down this time. It's going to be a defensive Panthers player.
And this is not going to be good either because there's too many people on the field.
I can't even tell. I think that's Camus Grugier-Hill. Yes, it is. Camus Grugier-Hill is down. He was sponsored as the Week 5 guy of the week on Instagram. He had the interception. He had the 2nd interception on Kirk Cousins last week. That's a
we got 2 interceptions on Kirk Cousins and we still lost.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Sam Franklin had a pick 6, and then Grugier.
Yeah, I know. I forgot about that weird play that he had. The weird Madden play that he had.
Yeah. So now it's a 3rd and 6. Grugier-Hill walks out the field. We hope he's okay.
Raymond's pretty open on the right side. That's 1v1 versus Jameson, which we know that's probably a 50-50 right there.
Goff takes the snap. Got time. He's looking that way. Running out of time, and he's sacked. And there he is.
There he is.
Caught up in the spider web. Brian Burns with the sack. It is 4th and long. What a play by Spidey.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the web sort of collapses right there in the pocket, and kind of gave up on the play right there is Decker. And
he got right after Jared Goff.
Not trying to sound punny, but Decker kind of fell like a checker, and it resulted in the sack right there. So 4th and 16. This will be the first time that we've seen a field goal attempted.
No, they're punting.
Oh, what?
They're going to try and pin Carolina deep. They're going to take that penalty.
Yeah. No. Why are we not? Do they have that little trust in their kicker?
Their kicker is Riley Patterson, who kicked for Jacksonville for a few years. His longest field goal made, I believe, was about 56 yards. He drilled one for the Jaguars in their London victory when Urban Meyer got his first as a Jaguar.
That was I forgot about that. Don't even bring up that tenure. That was in London though, and we all know that the London Jaguars are one of the top 5 teams in the National Football League. So, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna punt it right here.
And a fair catch will be made. And they're going to start at their own 9-yard line.
No, 9. So we'll be right back after this, but this is a very influential drive for Bryce Young right here. We want to see what kind of quarterback he is when he's down at halftime.
You're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way, and I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way, and I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper.
All right, we are back on the Carolina Cast. The Panthers have the football, and they actually are starting from their own 10-yard line.
Empty backfield, pretty aggressive move inside your own 10 because this is an area where you cannot take a sack.
And Young rolling, completes it to Thielen. That's a nice throw, and it's going to be good enough for a Panthers first down.
I want to see a replay of that. Did he cross-body sidearm that right there? That looked a little
that's one of those Bryce Young
ordinary.
throws. I've seen him make that a lot at Alabama.
Haven't seen it here yet, so I'm glad to see it for the first time, I guess, here. As handoff to
Chenault. Laviska Chenault, he's got some room and enough for a Panthers first down.
If he beat that one man, that would have been green grass ahead of him, and he knows that he's a little... I mean, he's happy with that run, obviously, but that could have been a touchdown, perhaps, for the Panthers. The Lions' defense...
Laviska Chenault at running back at this point.
The Lions' defense was not prepared for that at all.
So another first down. Chains keep on moving, and they'll give it to Chenault one more time. And he keeps powering his way for more yards, but a flag is down. And this one might be coming back. Feels like every time Panthers get something going, penalties hit.
You know, we talked about it last week. It was mainly Matthew who brought it up. But Miles Sanders, I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be getting the most carries on this team. And I think we're finally starting to see the Panthers are looking at his performance, and they're starting to feel as if maybe it's time to move on to different options at running back, or maybe we just switched offensive play callers at halftime, Krish. We do not know yet.
Or maybe we just turned Laviska Chenault into our running back.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where you click like edit position on Madden and you see what their overall is, and if we think that he's better than Miles Sanders, then we can put him there.
I've done that a lot with Debo. It's now 1st and 20. Young throwing, and he completes it to Hayden Hurst. That'll be a good chunk of yards coming back for Carolina.
Yeah, I remember I did it last year, and I was pretty sad when I found out that Lamar as a running back was still better than Deontay Foreman. But 2nd and 12 now for
a gain of 8 yards from Young to Hurst after the holding penalty. Trips right, Chark on the left. Sanders in the backfield. Young, he's going up one-on-one for Chark, and he can't make the catch.
That would have been. He would have cut it out of bounds, so it would have been one of those good catches that didn't count, as Tua just threw a very out-of-context interception, but Tyreek Hill did get a 69-yard touchdown, so I guess that makes up for it. But interesting situation here with the football, because now you're having a 3rd and long here, and most of the time, Bryce usually holds onto the ball too long here, so I'm hoping that he can just get it out quick for over 10 yards of airtime. That's what I'm hoping for right here.
It's a 3rd and 12 for Carolina. Play clock winding down. They get it off in time. Young.
He didn't get it off. He didn't get it off quick enough.
Long again. A sack comes in and a flag comes in.
He had Thielen and Shark wide open. He didn't get it off. Hutchinson with the
stop.
Hutchinson with the punt celebration.
And it's holding against how? How do you get a holding against the
and
offense
still give up a sack?
and still give up a sack. How is that possible?
I've never seen that before. That's
the Tremble didn't even try, and then oh my gosh.
Okay, well this is a punt here. I am kind of confused because I did accidentally look at the game cast for this punt, and I'm really confused as to what happened.
That's not good at all.
So here we go.
Yeah, please don't get blocked. Okay, did not get blocked. That is
okay. Never mind. I think it just went from the 28 to the 28, so the app glitched out.
Yeah, that's a pretty good punt.
We'll take it.
Alrighty. Well, the defense is gonna have to step up again because the offense can't get anywhere.
Well, we'll stay on here, I guess, because we can. I feel like the Patriots Saints game may need to be addressed.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
I mean, 24-0 is. I mean, I know we're about to be down by more than that, so I can't really talk. Steelers, Ravens. I mean, that game's starting to build up some character towards the end.
Texans are beating the Falcons 12-7.
Yeah, thankfully my opponent ended up having Gabe Davis on the bench this morning for the London game, or else I may have lost this week. But looking good in fantasy right now.
Yeah, Drake London's kind of screwing me over. Or at least in that's my other league. Let me check out our league, how we're doing. I've got only a 36% chance to take down Caleb, even though I'm up by 50.
He must have all his guys playing later then.
Yep, he's got Jalen Hurts, Pollard, Pacheco, Adams, Kittle, Cooks, Kupp. Because Kupp is playing today. And for me, I had to start Tua at quarterback because Herbert's on bye. I started Ramondre, who's playing terrible. James Cook played terrible. I had Diggs, who played great. Waddle's playing great. Collins is playing mid. OBJ's playing like crap. Brian Robinson played like crap. And then I got Goddard and Butker going because Eckler's been out. DK's also on bye. And then Higgins was injured. So I got a lot of guys.
Chris, I think I play your fantasy team the week that the Panthers are on bye.
Week 7?
Do we know which are we going to be broadcasting any games that week, or what's the plan for that week?
I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
Red zone update: the Falcons are near the red zone, 2nd and 10. Desmond Ridder going to run, and he completes his pass, but it's fumbled and picked up by the Texans.
Oh my gosh!
It's Jalen Pitre. He has it. He's going to take it to the 30 now, and that's where he's taken down by Desmond Ridder.
Oh, Eminem's at the game, at the Lions-Panthers game.
Oh my! Eminem must be very disappointed by the Panthers' performance today, even though he is obviously a Lions fan, because there's no chance that he could be a Panthers fan.
I mean, will the real frauds stand up? And that's what the Panthers are doing right now.
The inactives for the 4 p.m. games have just came out, by the way. If anyone's interested in checking those out. So 1st and 10 here. Let's no points last drive. Let's do it again.
It's play action and Goff. Ooh, Luvu was there, but he's able to get a stop on Montgomery. Goff looks like he took a hit.
I think he's good, but I mean, not good to see with all the injuries we've seen today. I wonder why Eminem would be in Detroit this weekend.
I think he lives there.
Oh, maybe he's a Lions season ticket. Oh, I don't even know. Who's the most famous Panthers fan, Krish?
Steph
Curry? Like
Yeah.
besides Curry, like someone who actually goes to the games.
I don't know about a fan. I know a lot of people that have repped Panthers stuff before. As Goff just throws that one in the dirt. Brown is just trying to be careful, not get called for anything, and it's gonna be ruled incomplete.
Yeah, if you're the Lions, I'd probably just run the football here. I mean, 3rd and 10, you're kind of deep-ish in your own territory.
If you want to say another real big Panthers fan, DaBaby.
Oh yeah, but he's a Hornets guy.
Well, he still cares about the pay. Went to the Monday night game, which I mean,
That's
everyone
true.
in the city went to the Monday night game, but
We sold that game.
I know we should have won that game.
It's kind of like that game and the Cowboys game. Those are the only 2 games that I'm assuming everybody's going to try to go to.
And it's a 3rd and 10. Goff, quick pass to Williams, and he's going to get tripped up. So a quick 3 and out by the Lions offense. Kudos to the defense.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the Panthers are out of this game, but you're not. You're only down by 18 points right here.
Just got to get points on the board.
Yeah, I mean,
The defense is holding it down here in the 3rd quarter pretty well. This is ironically, this is only the 2nd punt of the game for the Lions, but maybe we can get a return from Ihmir Smith-Marsette, who the Panthers traded for just before the regular season begun. Fox boots this one away.
I'm not sure what the point is of trading for a punt returner, but I guess the Panthers do. Let's see if he can do anything here.
And Smith-Marsette making some moves. And it's solid.
Yeah, I mean, imagine giving up a 7th rounder for that. I mean, that just doesn't really make much sense to me, but
I think they wanted to use him as a receiver because he had like the best receiver. He was the best receiver in the preseason this year for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think the Panthers were looking into that, maybe to use him as a receiver, but we haven't seen him play on the offensive side of the ball. He's only been used as that punt returner because the kick returner has even gone to Laviska Shenault. So,
I mean, Devon Achane has looked really good today for the Dolphins.
I mean, he is definitely the future back, obviously behind Raheem Mostert. Is Mostert even playing or is he injured? I don't even know.
I think Mostert's the RB2 now.
I mean, Mostert's still a great back. So, and Mostert's old, so I understand why they went out and drafted A-Chain. But the fact you're going to have Mostert and A-Chain, that is pretty wild. The Dolphins have in the backfield, what they have at the receiver position. Defensively, dude, this team is incredible. This team is really, really good at football.
And we're going to have to play them next week, Chris.
Yeah, at their house. Which if we're already doing this against the Detroit Lions, I don't even know what's going to happen next week. This is a must-score drive for the Panthers. If you want a chance.
Absolutely. You need at least a field goal here.
At
CJ
least.
Stroud almost just threw an interception.
Makes
So,
me feel-
what 4 p.m. game are you most looking forward to watching, Krish?
Let me think. Honestly, to be honest, I haven't really looked at a lot of the games. I mean, definitely that Bengals-Cardinals game because I've got Joe Burrow in one of my fantasy leagues and I need to see something out of the dude. So
Yeah,
that
I'm
would
kind
be one.
of looking forward to that Chiefs-Vikings game.
Vikings game, yeah. I think the Eagles-Rams game is going to be pretty good. I think that's going to be a good game. Jets-Broncos, I don't really care that much. And then,
It'll be interesting because of how bad it is.
I don't have school tomorrow, and I am pumped up to watch this Sunday night football game.
Oh, I feel that.
I mean, this is
I have that. I have that break next week, so I guess let's
you
see
have it next week.
what prime time. I get Giants Bills. That'll suck. I get Cowboys Chargers too though, so I guess that's okay.
Yeah, dude, I'll all day take Cowboys Niners. I'm hyped up for that game. I'm fully expecting a good, just because I don't see.
I could see the Niners kind of blowing them out. I'm gonna be honest. I'll say bold prediction. I think it'll be a blowout.
Well, here we go. Carolina's got the football. They need something on this drive, and it's gonna get blown up immediately. Flag, likely a false start, and it is.
It looks like God Gamer finally found his way to this chat. After a little bit, I know that we probably had a lot of traffic from Carolina Cast I saw a few people in the waiting room before the stream, so that was kind of disappointing, but
yeah, I had to take that down. I mean, unfortunately, we probably won't be able to have Astros versus Twins game 2 tonight either.
Oh no, I would assume we're just hoping for next week Panthers Dolphins at this point, but 1st and 15 after the 5-yard penalty.
Young shotgun snap, looking, got to get it out, and he does.
For those of you watching at home that are just listening, that was almost a safety for reference. Young had to get the ball out at the 1-yard line right there. That could have been really bad. As the Dolphins just piling up with Raheem Mostert at this point. Dolphins may have a really good running back game.
I wish Bryce Young had some time, though. Like, come on. We have to acknowledge
that is time. The average quarterback gets the ball out in 2.5 seconds. I've never seen Bryce do that this whole game besides the Tommy Tremble touchdown pass. Oh, wow. They're really looking at this now.
Oh, now they called a flag against Carolina.
So where is the ball?
They called intentional grounding.
Yeah. There was no intended receiver right there. And I guess they're saying that technically his feet were on the line of the pocket.
Oh my god, what bull crap. That's not right. Where else do you want him to throw the football? I hate intentional grounding. I hate it. I don't like that.
Wow. The Dolphins have more scrimmage yards in the first 5 games of the season than the St. Louis Rams in 2000. Than the greatest show on turf.
All right, well, I've never liked this.
In 25? Is the ball at the 1?
Pretty much.
Is that MMG?
Grounding call. I do not like intentional grounding at all. I think it's the worst rule in the NFL. Because if you're in that situation, if you're Bryce Young, where else are you supposed to throw the football?
I mean, you got to try to get it. Oh, wow, that's so really devastating. I don't know what that fan was doing with that Panthers jersey, but yeah, just get the football out here. We're not scoring.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
We're not scoring points this drive, obviously. I mean, get the ball, get the snap off.
I don't like this angle at all. Young throws, and it is caught by Mingo.
What? Please never show me that camera angle ever again.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get sacked from that camera angle.
From that camera angle, I thought that it was going to be a pick 6.
Yeah, it was like that NBA camera angle they used to have every time there was a buzzer beater. I was like, no, please, no.
Oh, yeah, like the behind the basket one?
Yeah. Here we go. That only picked up 6 yards. I guess that gives you a little bit of breathing room.
I mean, do you even take is the ball even going to be thrown in an area to get a first down here, do you think?
Probably not. 3rd and 19.
And time, you got to get it out. You have to throw the ball quicker than that.
No worry. Oh, they're just going to call it.
The thing with Bryce is that he loves he hates getting sacked. Like, he needs to get the ball out.
Well, yeah, because then it also looks at his O-line.
There's nothing good about this team.
Literally nothing good about this team.
There's not a single position that is good.
I hate this camera angle. No, stop with these camera angles.
This makes me think that the punt's going to get blocked. Oh, God, Khalif Raymond return. This could be a fair catch, or maybe you try to return this. I don't know.
Can you just kick the ball out of bounds?
Oh.
I hate this camera angle so much. All right. Well, they get the ball right before.
All right, so we'll take a break. Panthers get the ball and we're back.
be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. Understand that? Look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper.
And welcome back to the Carolina Cast. The Lions have the football, 4:30 to go in the third quarter, 1st and 10. Play action. Goff throws and he completes it for a first down and more. Breaks off a tackle and now inside the 30-yard line of Carolina. It's a massive gain for Khalif Raymond.
I'm afraid the Panthers may have just gotten clipped right there for a second straight week.
Or, excuse me, that was Josh Reynolds with the play.
Yeah, just not going so well right now.
That's a great. And Troy Hill tried his best to get to Jared Goff, but couldn't get there in time. And Luvu is just not out there for him. And he just, oh my gosh.
Henderson is not a top 64 corner in the league either.
Play action. Goff rolling to his right. Now comes back, fires it, and it's complete for a gain of about 8 yards. And it'll be second and short.
That was a big hit right there.
That was a massive hit. So massive blow came in.
No David Montgomery. No David Montgomery involved in 2 straight plays. That's been kind of a rarity.
That was Zonovan Knight, the second-year man out of NC State. As Knight took a massive hit right here. Oh my gosh.
Here comes the boom.
Von Bell and Chandler Wooten. And he is still down.
Oh no, this is actually bad. This is really scary. I mean, we already had Zavala happen today. This is happening too much.
Yes, Montgomery, running back 1 for Detroit, standing by. Looks like Knight is up. He's not standing, but he's up. He's not laying down. He's sitting upright. And he is conscious, so it's not.
Saints just went up 31-0.
Dude, this is unbelievable. The Titans and the Colts are in a close one. Dude, the Titans have actually been pretty good. I don't know why I doubted this team so much. Mike Vrabel is a good coach. And here comes Knight coming off the field, holding on to his right or his left wrist, from what it looks like. So he comes off. It'll be 2nd and 2 for Detroit because Knight picked up 8 yards on the play. Jared Goff's stat line, 18 for 26, 198, 3 passing touchdowns. And it's a 2nd and 2. The Lions are driving into the red zone. Currently at the Carolina 23-yard line. First down would put them in the red zone. Montgomery's in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. David Montgomery getting to the outside. He'll get the first down before he's brought down by Frankie Louvu and Von Bell. The Lions are now in the red zone. See, all this would have been fine if we just had a first-round pick. I wouldn't even be complaining right now.
Or we could just have Darnold in at quarterback right now. Have Jalen Carter on the D-line.
To be honest, I was fine running it back with Sam Darnold. Oh my goodness! What a play by CJ Henderson!
A quarterback with a sack?
Right to Goff.
That's got to be his first career sack, I'm assuming, right?
It might be.
Bryce Young is 15 for 28 with 146 yards and 2 picks. He does have a touchdown. I'll give him credit where credit's due, but
what a play by CJ Henderson. Wow. We needed that so badly. I mean, it's still field goal range, but
yeah, but I mean,
we'll take anything at this point. A 2nd and 18. Goff throws and completes it. What are you doing if you're Jameson right there?
Cleve Freeman's had a pretty big game today.
Everybody's had a pretty big game today.
Okay. I guess that doesn't help.
It just sucks. It feels like everyone, literally everyone has had a good day.
It's not even the end of the fourth quarter. End of the third quarter, excuse me.
It's a 3rd and 6. I swear, if they pick this first down up, they wildcat it. And they still get the first down.
They almost got the touchdown.
4-yard line, and it's
they almost
goal for Detroit.
So David Montgomery now is officially over 100 yards on the ground.
How? How do you let this happen? They wildcat it. How? What are you doing, Brian Burns? He wants all this money just to whiff right by him. What are you doing?
They could run that play every play and they'd still get a first down half the time.
So now first and goal at the 4-yard line.
Maybe the final play of the quarter right here.
Hand it off. Montgomery is he in?
I think they're going to say down at the 1.
And the clock continues to run, so he's short. I can't believe we had them on a massive sack, and they still get all these yards back, and I just cannot believe this at all. This is unreal. Oh my gosh, what a play by Bijan Robinson.
That's another guy that the Panthers had on the... Well, I mean, I guess a running back at number 1 would be kind of stupid, but you wonder if the one thing that I give the Falcons respect for is that they always draft the best player available. They don't care about positions. As the Steelers are somehow down 10-5. Weird score got me right there, but
dude, look at this play by Bijan Robinson. Oh my gosh.
It's not showing up on red zone yet. Josh Downs has turned into a very efficient fantasy player for me. He has 15 points today. I mean, he's going to be right.
I just realized I was watching NFL Game Day. I'm not even watching Red Zone.
Wait, isn't that the thing? It's red zone with commercials.
Yeah, NFL Network.
Yeah, that thing must suck.
It's not. That's not really a lot of different. Just find.
I
Drake
remember.
London.
I remember the first time I was looking for red zone. I accidentally thought it was red zone for the first 3 weeks of the season. Anyway, third goal, Pickett, end zone, incomplete. And the Steelers are gonna have to settle for 3 here and go down 10-8.
Yeah, dude. Bijan caught the ball behind his back with one hand, and then made 2 juke moves and went. What the frick? What was that?
Yeah, Bijan has thankfully Bijan fumbled, so he only has 10 points against me today.
Dude, my
Devon
God.
and Shane is really the only reason I haven't automatically won this fantasy matchup. He has 21.5 points today.
He has 150 rushing yards and a touchdown.
Plus, the Steelers' defense has put up 11, which is kind of a lot for a defense.
Oh yeah, now I'm seeing the Pickett incomplete. How did they miss that? How? How was that not a touchdown? And why is it 10-5?
Yet the Colts have been giving more carries today to Moss than they have to Taylor.
Oh my gosh, it's showing Matt Canada.
We saw this with Jacobs, where he was he was really rusty because he didn't go to training camp. So
Here's Boswell with another kick. Split field. I hate their new stadium name. I like Heinz Field.
I mean, it's still, at least it's not a new stadium, you know. I mean,
yeah, it's still the OG stadium. I'm always gonna call it Heinz Field though. So Lions got 14 in the first and 14 in the second, then 0 in the third. But on the first play of the fourth, they might get 7.
let's see here. Will they hand it off to David Montgomery and give me 6.1 fantasy points? You know, before the season, I considered picking up the Panthers' defense, which now looking back at it was a really dumb consideration.
And there's the QB sneak with Goff. And
He's short. He's short. He's short. He's short. He's short.
I don't think he got in.
He's short.
I think it's close, but I don't think he got in. More Panthers players are saying no than Lions players saying yes.
We would have seen a signal by now. No. Nope. If they're gonna score, then give me a Montgomery touchdown. Come on. No, he was short.
Yup, it's a touchdown.
What?
And he just did the ball in the stand, so no coming back to it.
Wow, that's kind of.
So they're just gonna give it to him. I mean, if you're right, do you even challenge this?
That is really unfortunate for a fantasy perspective for me. That was the worst thing that could have happened.
If you're right, do you even challenge this?
No. Reich's thinking about what the Panthers are eating for dinner tonight. Maybe they'll be in Charlotte for dinner tonight. I don't even know. I mean,
no. Oh, so that's something Matt Rule would think about. I don't think that's what Reich's thinking about right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, Reich looks like the polar bear from Ice Age. So,
Reich is crying inside knowing he's going to have to hand off the playbook because he was talking about it in a press conference this week. It's going to be really tough when I have to make that decision. And I really like calling the plays. I think the entire organization's been good with me calling the plays. It'll be really tough for me to make that decision. Bro, you got to hand it over. It's done. It's done for, bro.
Wow, Arthur Smith is getting turned up right now in this Falcons-Texans game.
Dude, why are the Falcons good at football?
Because
why?
they have a good team on paper.
It makes no sense.
Their defense is good. They added Jesse Bates and they have AJ Terrell. I mean, that's how it already sounds like a good defense. Their defensive line's good. And
yeah, but we have actually all of our guys are injured.
Bijan Robinson is an offensive changing player. Also, Daniel Jones is injured for the Giants. Who's their backup quarterback?
Is it Tyrod Taylor?
I think that's who it is. They had that one guy who I forgot his name from a few years ago. Some funny dude. Everybody always like
Eli
memed.
Manning.
No, before it was after him. Everybody always memed about him. He was like bald or something.
Oh, is it Jared Lorenzen?
No, I'll try to find out. Like,
Yeah, he passed away. He was always mean for being bald. That ball's going to go out of bounds. So Panthers start from their own 25. Take a look at this scoreboard. So started 0-3 or worse. Terry Bradshaw. Hey, Terry Bradshaw started 0 for 3. Peyton Manning went 0 for 4, 3 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Eli Manning started 0 for 6. Jared Goff started 0 for 7. Troy Aikman started 0 and 11. 9 touchdowns and 18 interceptions. Eli and Peyton had more interceptions than touchdowns in their first 7 to 8 starts. So, I mean...
yeah, well, I don't know. The difference with those guys is they weren't 5'9".
You really tried all you could to figure out a way to screw Young there.
The guy I was thinking of was Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon? Oh, Mike Glennon, the neck dude. NC State.
He kind of looks like Davis Mills.
He does. They both have long necks. It's 2nd and 5 at the...
Wow, the Colts really just beat the Titans. Oh, my goodness.
Without Anthony Richardson. Young, shotgun snap, fires to his right and completes it to Mingo. Breaks off a
Nice.
tackle.
Nice by Jonathan Mingo. You're just looking for something to build upon.
That was the Bijan touchdown. That was incredible.
Bijan always has one clip every game. Like last week, he had that Toy Story clip.
That was pretty dope.
The first week, he had his best clip of the year, which was the one on Frankie Louvu.
Yep. And hands it off to Hubbard. And Chuba gets a few more yards.
Man, the Falcons are turned up right now. Drake London just got like a 40-yard completion.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, rookie stars. Troy Aikman, number 1 pick, was 0-3 record, 1 for 6, 168. So he was worse than Bryce Young as a number 1 overall pick.
They were very
similar. Dallas Cowboys.
Well, the difference is that he played for the Cowboys. There's the difference.
Well, he was worse than Bryce Young was, and he was on the Cowboys. Young completed a chart for a first down.
It's impossible to be a bad quarterback on the Cowboys.
Yeah, correct. That's my point being he was worse on the Cowboys. Oh my God, Drake London did make a great play. Let's go. Oh, and he took off his helmet. Holy shoot, Drake. Wait, where's the flag?
Yeah,
No.
I thought you know what I'm thinking. You're thinking about
You all know what we're thinking.
You're thinking about the jersey that I'm wearing right now.
No. So you're saying that Drake London can make a 40-yard catch, some pointless 40-yard catch, and take his helmet off, but DJ Moore can't catch a 60-yard touchdown with 5 seconds to go and take his helmet off? Are you serious? And it's in Atlanta. It's all refs. I'm telling you, it's all business. We're rigged against the NFL. This is why we'll never win a Super Bowl. Cam Newton was paid to not die for the football.
Chris.
Hand off to Hubbard, and he gets 6 yards on the ground. It's true.
See what the Falcons got in the store here at the 14-yard line. They handed off to Algier, and he gets stuffed by the Texans.
You're telling me the biggest and strongest quarterback, 6'5", 245, look like a tight end, can't die for the football in the Super Bowl? I mean, if that's Bryce Young, I completely understand. Young throws sideline, completes at first down. Mingo makes a nice move and out of bounds. And we've seen a lot from Jonathan Mingo on this drive as the Panthers continue to move the football.
Kind of a meaningless drive right here. Maybe you can make something out of this on the plane ride home, you know?
Yeah. I think Thomas Brown is definitely making the play calls right now.
Thomas Brown should have been making the play calls since preseason week 1 against the Jets.
I know. I don't think so. We went 0-3. We went 0-3.
That's the sad part. We haven't
won. 0-7 this year.
That's the sad part.
This is terrible.
Young steps back, throws it, and I know people say preseason doesn't matter. Name the last time a team went 0-3 in preseason and won the Super Bowl. Like, someone find that out for me.
Well, also keep this in mind. The Browns went 4-0 in preseason, then proceeded to go 0-16. If the Panthers really go 0-3 in preseason and proceed to lose the rest of the... What?
So you're saying that the Panthers would then technically be considered the worst team of all time?
Correct.
So wasn't there a Lions team that also went winless?
Yeah, but I don't know if they lost other preseason games.
Yeah, I bet you we can't even find the record of those.
This is unbelievable.
Who's the easiest opponent we have left at home against those 2 home games? If we lose both those against the Texans and the Colts, then we will go winless.
It's funny how we might go 2-15 and not have the number 1 overall pick.
Well, that's not. We could go. Oh, when Lamar just threw an interception.
And Young fires to the end zone, and it is caught.
Yes.
For a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young to DJ Chark. And there's
Nice.
still some life in Detroit.
Well, I wouldn't say some life, but that was a
beautiful
very
throw from Young to Chark.
that was his best pass of his career so far. Good ball placement, right at the numbers.
It's a great throw by Bryce Young. Just let the play develop a little bit, and Young makes the throw. There you go. He finds DJ Chark for the touchdown. What I'm surprised about that, Adam Thielen was not used a lot this drive at all. As Pinheiro knocks through the extra points. The Panthers, they have not had, I don't think, wait, hold on. I'm thinking. Yeah, the Panthers really have had only 2 offensive touchdown games. Because they only had 1 against Atlanta. Did they get 2 touchdowns against the Saints?
No.
They got 1.
They got 1.
Bryce didn't play against Seattle, so we're not going to count that. Vikings was a defensive touchdown. And this is the first time Bryce Young has a 2 offensive touchdown game.
Jeez. No shot the Pittsburgh Steelers are about to lose a game 8-10.
I'd rather lose 8-10 than 35-17.
That's true. At least we'd be slightly encouraged.
Yeah.
You can turn off the touchdown music, by the way.
I know. I'm putting the scoreboard back up. That's what I'm wasting time.
Oh, just like the Lions are about to on this next drive. Gonna get a lot of David Montgomery fantasy points coming up here soon.
All right, well, the Lions get the ball back. 35-17 is the score.
Oh, wow. First down Steelers.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Not in this game.
Oh, not this game, no. Unless we get a pick 6 right here.
All right. Well, the 53-yarder is good, and the Saints are beating the Patriots 34-0.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, how much time is it? Okay. All right, dude. Hey, I'm not going to get my spirits up. There's still 12 minutes of football left. I mean, it's not over.
We need a 3-and-out here, though.
You have to, get a 3-and-out, touchdown, 2-point conversion. Or unless you want to do it, just touchdown.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. Let's win a football game, I think.
Yeah, let's do it, guys. Let's prove to the world that we can come back being down 35-10, bro.
Well, next week, if we lose, will be the first week that we enter the number 32 slot of the weekly NFL Power Rankings. Out of all the 0-4 teams last week, out of all the 0-3 teams last week, we were supposed to be considered the second best.
Who was the best? The Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now we're obviously the worst, but
Well, yeah, because you're the only winless team. It's not fair.
It's pretty fair, dude.
I mean, the Bears got to play the Commanders. I want to play the Commanders.
Chris, we had all those easy games last year. That's why we won 7 games, because we had a bunch of easy games.
Yeah, and then we beat Thomas Brady. We almost swept Thomas Brady. If the refs didn't cheat, we would have made the playoffs.
Yeah,
again, there it is again. The NFL rigged us out again because we were playing Tom Brady, and they wanted him to go off into the sunset and win a Super Bowl in his final year. But then they wanted the Cowboys to win. To let the Cowboys win.
But then what happened in the 49ers game?
Well, because they're the Cowboys and they choke. The refs can't save them all the time. That's a beautiful tackle by Sam Franklin.
The refs should have called a flag when they saw Zeke at center for illegal formation.
I know.
Wait, then how come the refs didn't count the Des Bryant touchdown?
Well, that's because the Packers were the better team.
Or they just wanted to see a Brady Rodgers Super Bowl.
Also, the NFL makes a lot of money from watching the Cowboys do well and then choke. Because everyone's talking about the NFL then, right? If the Cowboys, if it was like Madden and the Cowboys won every year, then nobody would watch football. It's a 2nd and 10. Goff takes a shot downfield, one-on-one coverage, and it is caught for
That's the ball game.
Down and more.
Up.
That was. You already know who's in coverage on that. C.J. Henderson. Why is this guy even a player in the NFL?
My question is, how was he a top 10 pick?
It's Pat. Hold on, pause. You're telling me. Hold on, pause. You're telling me C.J. Henderson just got called for that's not pass interference. Okay,
Doesn't matter. He got
either way, you get called for pass interference and you still give up the play?
If that's pass interference, then the Rams-Saints call was targeting.
That's kind of weak.
I would care, but it was still a completed pass. So like,
oh my goodness! Now we're letting the 4th-string running back pick up 20 yards on us.
Oh man, it wasn't even Montgomery.
No, actually, who even was that? Craig Reynolds. That is their 5th-string running back.
Still better than Miles Sanders. Wait, what? Oh no, Daniel Jones got a neck injury too.
That's terrible.
And they paid him all that money.
Yeah, Brian Burns just wants to leave. We get it, man. Should have traded you last year when we had the chance.
Looks like they're going to keep Reynolds in the backfield here.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yup. Running the ball. Reynolds. Are you serious? I swear. If Avero does not talk to this team, dude, this is not right. This is not right. How?
I've never seen the Panthers give up more than 20 points and win.
Well, that's because we were all coming from the Matt Rule era where the Panthers never won a football game. They were, I think, 1-37 if they gave up more than 20 points in the Matt Rule era.
Well, the Matt Rule era is starting to just become the David Tepper era, Chris.
It is. Ever since Richardson. Reynolds, 1st down and more, to the 10, to the 5, 1st and goal, Detroit.
Wow, George Pickens touchdown, and the Steelers take the lead with about a minute to go.
Why do the Steelers always win the weirdest? Dude, Mike Tomlin, how? How do you do this? You're the worst offensive coordinator in recent history, and you're still about what? How do the Steelers do this?
Well, hold your horses. The Ravens do have 2 timeouts.
Dang, Patriots, what happened? Belichick's about to get fired, bro.
He can't get fired. It's just because his team genuinely sucks.
Reynolds is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, can we finally get Montgomery back in the game now? I'm kind of getting nervous by all this Reynolds stuff.
Would you rather Montgomery score the touchdown than Reynolds?
Yeah, because my fantasy team.
Oh, I forgot about your fantasy team.
Plus, I would rather give up a touchdown to a 1st-string running back than a 5th string. Sure. But we're going to give up the touchdown to Reynolds. It doesn't matter. This is scripted. The Steelers missed the 2-point attempt.
Oh, they just lost the game.
Well, they're still up by 4. Texans are in comeback mode with 2 minutes to go.
Running the ball. Reynolds leaps into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It is
Wow.
Craig Reynolds.
40 bomb.
And yep, there's 40 points right on the Carolina Panthers. Incredible.
Why are the Patriots calling timeout down by 34?
Because their coach is Bill Belichick.
He's like the Madden CPU.
He is. He's literally a Madden
shoot.
CPU.
The Colts for some reason kicked a field goal, and the Titans are now down by 7 with the football.
3. Take it or leave it.
Let's see. So, Alvin Kamara gets me 18.7, and Montgomery gets me 20.9. Mark Andrews only has me 10.2.
Well, the Lions just scored again, so now the score is 42-17.
Yeah, Chris, respectfully, I'm kind of more focused on this Steelers-Ravens game now at this point. Wow, Calvin Ridley had a good game today.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley's
Tannehill. Tannehill did not throw a spiral on that one. It kind of was a bad throw.
Man,
It's 4th and 2.
42-17 is crazy. Matt Milano, if we want to look at injuries around the league, Matt Milano during the London game today suffered a leg injury. So that Bills secondary, well, our linebacker and secondary has been very banged up to start the year. It sucks. What a play by the Chiefs. Dang. I'm gonna switch it to red zone.
Wow, Austin Hooper, what a catch. All right, here's Lamar. 1st and 10. Jackson takes a shot, and it's caught. Zay Flowers tippy toes out of bounds at the 50.
Oh, I'm definitely ahead of you because I'm watching the highlight of it right now. I won't spoil.
I'm just watching my red zone feed on the slow TV. Wow, the Steelers defense has 13 points. Are you kidding me? That kind of sucks. When we played the Ravens last week, was it against Lamar or was it against Huntley? And wow, that sucks. That's really bad for my fantasy team. Okay. So there's the ball game. The Steelers win. Of course, who else but TJ Watt? So they end up with 16 points. That is really annoying. They're just keeping my opponent in the game at this point. I don't know where Chris went. I'm gonna stay on and broadcast with you guys. Okay, so Chris will be back in a few minutes. I'll do some play-by-play for you guys for now. As Stroud to the end zone. Okay, so Dalton Schultz scores the touchdown and the Texans take the lead. As kickoff into the end zone, so touchback. And it will start with it. So the Lions, they have not made the playoffs in 7 years. They haven't won the division in 30 years, so it's not easy being a Lions fan. They're kind of good this year, though. So Panthers gonna get the ball here. And the only update we have is that Zavala is moving to the most extreme possibility he can at the hospital. I don't really know. He's at the local Detroit hospital as Miles Sanders runs for a gain of about 80 yards or so. So looking next week, Panthers will play the Dolphins. I will not be at that call since I'll be at the Hornets preseason game against the Thunder. So That will probably be Christian Matthew on that one. Is under 7 minutes to go in this one. So 2nd and 2 now. Young gonna hand it off, and it's Hubbard. And whether he got the first down or not, it is not fully clear. So will be a 1st and 10. Young in the shotgun. And that one's caught by Ian Thomas. Down to the 35. So hold your horses. Carolina's got something going here on offense. It's kind of glitching for me, so I'm going to switch feeds. So great ball by Young right there up the middle. That may have been his longest pass completion of his career. I'm going to be honest. 1st and 10 from the 37. Young in shotgun. Young hands it off to Hubbard. Hubbard looking to make a move. He's down after only 2 yards or so. So Krish will be back in a minute. For those of you wondering where he is, well, that too looks kind of looks old-fashioned. 2nd and 7. If I have background noise, it's because there's a vacuum upstairs. Sorry. Young steps back, looks, pass is caught by Thielen, and he lunges forward for the first down. So move the chains for the Panthers with 5 minutes to go here. In the 4th quarter. Will be no post-game show. We're just going to head out after the game ends. I know some people are interested in the ALDS at 4. There's a lot of good 4 o'clock games. You know, Chiefs, Vikings will be pretty good, I'm assuming. I tried to wear the DJ Moore jersey today to, like, jinx the game, but didn't really help. Guess I'll go McCaffrey next weekend. Or whenever I come back. As Young steps back, looks, pass is caught by Hubbard. It'll be 2nd down now. 2nd and 10. Didn't gain any yards on that one to set the line. So here we go now with 2nd and 10. Empty backfield at the 25. It's Young. Oh, Krish is back. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Young passes complete up the middle to Thielen. Thielen makes a move. He's down at the 15. Krish, the Panthers actually do a lot better offensively when you're not here, I noticed. But let's see if that continues.
I've been watching. Yeah, I've been watching the entire game. It's the 2nd string defense in pretty much for the Lions. Hutchinson's still getting playing time, but nobody else is really in. It's a first down, 10 in the red zone.
So is Jack Campbell. That's really the only other guy I recognize.
Young, shotgun snap, dumps it short. Hubbard, no. It's a late hit. They won't call it. It's Alex Anzalone.
Whoa. The Steelers scored a field goal and the Ravens got the ball back?
Yeah.
What? And now Lamar, come on. That would have been fantasy points for Mark Andrews for me. That's ridiculous. Don't smile about it. Come on. Blasphemy. Just like the Panthers today. And the Texans are on the verge of getting a win, maybe.
So 2nd and 10 for Carolina. Hand off to Hubbard. Cuts it to the left side. Chiba Hubbard, a solid gain. And it's going to be 3rd and short for the Panthers.
So, Krish, if you score 24 points here, would you blame today on the defense?
No. I'm blaming this on the offense. We had 3 turnovers that set up 3 touchdowns for the Lions.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think it's really both sides of the ball kind of suck today.
Well, when you're playing a team like the Detroit Lions, you have to put up points.
All I know is that after this, I'm probably gonna hop on a Panthers rebuild on Madden.
So 3rd and 5 at the Detroit
5.
9. Young
Look
looking
for
to his
Hubbard.
left, running
Hubbard's
out of
there.
time. Barely gets the ball out, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I thought that was picked off for a second.
No, it's 4th and 5. I mean, you just go for it.
If we
There's
send
a
the field
flag
goal unit
down.
out, if we
Young
send the
did
field
get
goal unit out,
hit very late. He got that's roughing the passer. Almost took his helmet off. Yeah, it's personal foul on Alex Anzalone. Oh no, it looks like the Falcons are about to catch a dub.
yeah, they actually just took a knee. So
Yeah, just looking at that's what Miami should have done yesterday.
jeez, Georgia Tech at 3-3.
I know,
Have
it's
they,
weird.
have they released the new poll yet?
I'm not sure.
Oh, they
What
have.
station is that?
UNC moves up to 12th. The Oklahoma Sooners are now at 5.
Did FSU move up to 4?
I don't know. I know that Louisville's now at 14.
And then Young just throws it over the top, incomplete. I'm gonna check it right now.
I'll check for you. So the new rankings for Week 7, FSU has moved up to 4. They got 1 first place vote. Duke moves up to 17. Just talking Carolina stuff. Tennessee is at 20. Actually, no. Tennessee tied for 19. So we rarely see ties, but in
Second
this
and
case,
goal, Young rolling to his right, steps up, fires back at the end zone. It's caught by Chark. And I think someone threw a hat at DJ Chark while he was going for the catch.
What?
Yeah. I saw something get thrown onto the field right at DJ Chark when he was making that catch. And it's going to be 3rd and goal.
That one was like...
Texas falls to 9. And then Louisville moved up a bunch. UNC. I'm surprised UNC only moved up 2.
Well, they haven't really beaten anyone.
That's true. I thought you'd be surprised.
If you look at the top 12 teams, they're definitely the misfit.
Wait, hold on. What is this tie thing with Tennessee? And is that even allowed?
They both got the same amount of votes. It like rarely happens. We have a free stoppage here.
Wait, so that means they're both number 19?
Yeah, even though in the coaches poll, Tennessee is 17 and Washington State's 19.
Oh, that's so weird. Falcons for the win. Boom.
Well, it's kind of unfortunate that Miami didn't take that knee because then UNC would have a quality win up next weekend. Now Miami's at 25, so if you beat them, then they're not really considered a ranked team anymore. Which means that the only other ranked opponent UNC has all season is at home against Duke.
Yeah, because we don't play you guys in the regular season.
No, and the hardest game's at Clemson, but the more and more weeks go on, the more I feel like UNC could easily win that game. As Young, 3rd goal.
Young throws at Thielen, and he gets down to the 2.
You got to go for it right here. Whatever the best play call. The best play call that you have in your bag, you need to throw out right here is Desmond Ridder. The win, that was kind of the worst thing that could have happened because Stroud looked good, so now people think Stroud's better than Young, and it's a divisional win for the Falcons. Arthur Smith's team is now 3-2.
Yeah, it makes sense. FSU.
Red Zone accidentally went on a commercial break for a second.
Yeah, it makes sense. FSU moves up. Oh, yeah. FSU doesn't have that hard of a schedule either. It was just that LSU game in week 1. The Duke game. We had the Clemson game. Our 2 biggest games are Duke and Miami. And maybe Florida.
ECU is playing on ESPN this week.
Yeah, Thursday night game. It's
Are you getting ready for that one? I know that they're going to lose. I know.
It's a blackout in the Boneyard. So their ECU is debuting their brand new all black jerseys. That'll be fun. I'm going to Charlotte versus Navy next Saturday
Oh, really?
to watch two poverty quarterbacks play each other.
Yeah, I'm going to the Hornets preseason games though.
I'm considering going to a Charlotte college basketball game because they host FAU in January. If that team is that good, I don't mind going to watch that.
Let me see. Who do they have anybody interesting that they're playing?
Other than FAU, really nobody else.
They play at Duke. Well, that's at Duke. If it was versus
Yeah.
Duke, you would go.
If it was at Charlotte, I would have already got tickets. by
They
now.
do. They do have a home game against East Carolina. That is
2 days before my
2 days
birthday.
before your birthday.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to that. I'd rather go to that LeBron game. LeBron plays the Hornets in Charlotte on my birthday.
I feel like he's gonna sit out for some reason.
I know. LeBron never plays in Charlotte. I just want to go to the game.
Watch Anthony the Day Davis play.
Anthony Davis was also out that last time too.
Oh yeah, I feel like this year, yeah. Hornets are a very interesting team this year.
I'm excited to watch the Hornets this year. I really am.
Well, I'm more excited. At least I know that they're gonna win a game.
Yeah. I'm more excited to watch Duke basketball, but I'm excited to watch the Hornets too. All right, 4th and goal at the 2-yard line. Wave Mingo in motion. Young looking to his left, throws for Thielen, made the catch, and he extends to the pylon, touchdown. I don't know why he threw the football.
I don't know how that was a touchdown, but I'll take it.
No, he reached over. He got that. That is enough for a Carolina Panthers touchdown, and we'll get it rolling one last time.
We're not even gonna play the music. Oh, never mind. We are. Wow.
Oh shoot, he might be short.
Yeah, I know.
The game's over, bro. Like it.
Imagine if Campbell challenged it. Well, it's inside the 2-minute warning, so he can't. But
all right, it's gonna stand. Pinheiro drills the extra point.
the Rams versus Eagles game has officially kicked off.
Yeah, we got in the end zone one more time. This is a solid offensive performance. The good thing is our offense.
3 turnovers.
The offense is improving, though.
It's hard not to. I don't know. I'm still kind of discouraged from today's game.
I mean, anyone should be. Still been a bad game, bad performance. I'm going to assume.
Let's see. How's the league going?
It's still a good game from Bryce Young, though. 3 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 247 passing yards. That's a solid game from Bryce Young. We needed that.
So it looks like you are going to end up losing the Kalen, which I'm kind of confused about because you're winning by a lot. I guess it's because your entire team played and his team hasn't played at all. Oh wow, your running back's kind of sold.
Yeah, I know. All my guys are on bye week or injured.
Jeez,
It's
you
fine.
gotta start.
I don't.
You gotta start.
Kalen.
You gotta start using your IR spots. You gotta move Eckler and Freiermuth to them.
I don't care about anyone in free agency though. I only do that if I like someone in free agency. I really don't.
I dominate free. I even added Michael Wilson from the Cardinals. Like
my best pickup in free agency was Nico Collins.
For me, it was Brock Purdy. Or Josh Downs. Maybe he had 15 points today.
And then the Lions are just gonna run this one out.
Dude, I expected Terrace Marshall to be a part of our offensive game plan after last week, but he really wasn't even there.
I know, like I might need to take him off that commercial.
Oh God, no, that's. Are we gonna do a mid-season update for that commercial?
No. Only if the team was good, I would have done that.
Yeah, but I mean, if we trade someone, we're gonna have to take him out.
Oh yeah, for sure. We get like Jerry Judy. I'll switch it up.
Oh, let's go. A nice reception right there by AJ Brown. Very nice.
Well, we're looking at a former Carolina Panther and Teddy Bridgewater right now. He's finishing up this game for the Lions.
Oh God, that's just salt in the wound right there. Anyone else could be playing quarterback besides him to end the game.
Yeah, like why not Hendon Hooker? We have to put.
I think he's injured still.
Oh, he's still injured from that. I mean, that injury was really bad.
Well, that's like a year-long injury, and he had in November. So
yeah. Come on, Joe Burrow. I need Joe Burrow.
Well, I think that'll do it for us here on Carolina Cast, Krish.
Yes, that's going to do it. The records are all updated. That is your final score. The Detroit Lions vanquish the Carolina Panthers 42-24 is the final score. The Panthers downgrade to 0-5 on the season, being the only winless team in the NFL, and they don't have the number 1 overall pick. Frank Reich, very disappointed, just saw him. The Lions, though, they improved to 4-1. They keep looking more scary. There's a look at Bryce Young right now. I mean, this is a time period he has not had to go through his entire football career, which is losing. I mean, he's won at Modern Day High School. He's won at Alabama.
Modern Day is crazy.
No, Modern Day is a great high school. He's won
I
at
know,
all
I
the
know.
places.
I know, but we're talking about middle school Bryce Young.
I mean, and he even wins. He wins with the number 1 overall pick. It's just what it is. I heard it from Cam Newton's podcast. When you're the number 1 overall pick, you're coming to a team that's in a bad situation. Obviously, the Panthers had to trade up for the number 1 overall pick. Look at it this way, guys. Cam Newton had one of the greatest rookie seasons in NFL history. Cam Newton was surrounded by Steve Smith and Greg Olsen and D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart at the running back position. Cam Newton was stacked on offense, and his defense was terrible. That's why the Panthers were not good. For Bryce Young, there's nobody. There's really nobody to help him out. The O-line is terrible. Also, Cam Newton's O-line was really good. That was like the best years of the Panthers' O-line. So the offense was a quarterback away. The defense was terrible, and that's why the Panthers weren't winning football games. For this team right now, everything's down bad. They have no draft capital. They have $55 million in dead money because of Christian McCaffrey and Robbie Chosen and all these
Robbie Chosen.
So, and even DJ Moore. So it's just
I saw yeah, I don't know. Time to maybe
Yes, the Panthers post-game live press conference just went live. I'm definitely gonna tune into that because my eyes and ears are
I will
open.
too. I'll tune in as well. But we thank you guys all for tuning in. Sorry it couldn't be on the main channel, but we'll make sure to get that fixed by next week. ALDS is tonight at 8. Make sure you don't miss out on it. And I think that's all I got for you.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in so much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the main channel, although we cannot get the stream in there. And if you want to go ahead and support Carolina Cast Live, go ahead and hit the channel right here. It's our second channel.
Why
just
not?
in case anything happens.
Actually,
like
I don't even think I'm subscribed to Carolina Cast Live. Let me do that real quick.
So thank you all tuning in. I'm Chris Firm alongside Sam Durham and the rest of our crew. The Panthers fall to 0-5. Next Sunday, they take on the Miami Dolphins on the road. And that is when we will be back with Panthers football. Thank you all for tuning in, and we say so long from Detroit.